Mr. Kennedy, and he has a lot to say to everyone out there watching. He's gonna be on Wrestling with Savage. Stop yelling so much. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm excited. You're watching this. This is Mr. Kennedy taking a chop from Savage. He just gave me a nice stiff one. Nice stiff one. Oh. Solid. So appreciate you, brother.
You're watching Wrestling with Savage, the best late night wrestling show in the world.
I say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. Raw.
Because they are the best tag team in the world. Tag team.
Be my honor to be a guest on your show.
Christmas Bully Reigns, good job, Savage. It's the best hat in pro wrestling. Get that fucking Raw Bandit. Raw fuck.
It's MDK and Wrestle with Savage all fucking day.
Okay, we got over here.
Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
Look at Eddie.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage.
Wrestling with Savage begins now. All right, this is going to be a tough night for me because I'm a big Briscoe fan. And unfortunately, we have breaking news. Jay Briscoe has died at the age of 38 years old. It's not that breaking. It happened a couple of hours ago. They announced it during NXT. So first and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to the WWE for doing the right thing and making instant, awareness of this to not only the wrestling fans of the WWE, but the wrestling fans of the world by going out there and tweeting, and all the superstars tweeting and talking about this. And this is going to be big breaking news, unfortunately, over the next few days. Jay Briscoe, one of the best professional tag team wrestlers in the world, has died at 38 years old. Briscoe, whose real name is Jermaine Poog. I hope I didn't butcher that. I've never known his real name. I've only known him as Jay Briscoe. And he was a longtime fixture in Ring of Honor. The Briscoes, Jay and his brother Mark, are 13-time tag team champions of the promotion, which included a present reign. So this man was also the current champion. Sadly, he passed away. He was in a car accident. I believe his daughter is in critical condition. This is just messed up. So I'm going to bring everybody in. We have Anthony here. We have Thomas here. How did this news hit you guys?
Yeah, you can go first, buddy.
This one kind of hit me pretty hard. I had seen these guys wrestle on TV against FTR. Those matches were incredible. I got to see them at GCW last year live. Great guys. And great tag team, great tag team wrestlers. It's a sin.
Just so early, 30, younger than me, 38 years old. And in 2003, 23 just started, Thomas.
Yeah, it's I can't say that I've I followed a lot of their career, more so probably recently in the last year and a half, especially with the battles with FTR, since that's so well known and out there. I know there's a lot of respect on them on being one of the greatest tag teams, and definitely by far by their accomplishments, and more importantly, them as human beings, from what people mention them about, especially those that are in the profession, and the quality of work that they put in, and more importantly as human beings, which is goes above and beyond pro wrestling and anything else. So it's definitely a loss, and I look forward to seeing how he's going to be honored and how things move forward. That.
Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Jay, what do you have to say on this? How did this hit you? Because this to me, it's shocking. I'm still in shock. because I just saw the tag team match between them and FTR, the one we got up on the screen. Tag team match of the year. Crazy, man. Crazy how just news like this can just come out of nowhere on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday in Delaware.
Yeah, supposedly it was a fatal car crash. Not exactly sure. I guess in the next few days we'll find out the details. I watched this guy in Ring of Honor, man. 13-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, 2-time Ring of Honor World Champion, and I thought he had a hell of a run those 2 times. 6-man tag team champion. He just got inducted 2022. Let's not forget Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. This one really blows, man. And I always say the good die young. I just can't believe this. I'm shocked. I can't even believe we're even talking about this. It's unreal.
I'm really shocked right now. I'm shocked in a lot of ways. This is terrible news. My condolences to the entire Briscoe family, and I know the wrestling community is going to come through and make sure his kids and grandkids are going to eat well for a long time. If it was up to me, Pro Wrestling Tees, do your job tonight, tomorrow. Design as many shirts as you can for this man, for the team, for the family, and all proceeds for the entire year of 2023 should go to the family. You know, except for what it cost you. I'm talking about straight profits. Need to go to this family. Take care of the Briscoes the right way. Hopefully WWE does the right thing, sends over some money, and help out with a couple of things as well. I'm sure a lot of the wrestlers are going to step up and contribute. I recommend anybody that can try to help out the family and everybody. Most importantly, if you can't give any money, you can pray. So have some faith, pray for the family that they get through this year. Because losing someone is very difficult, especially when it's something like this, when it's just like, and you don't even have a chance to say those final things that you want to say. I'm going to try to get through NXT tonight. We were supposed to have some guests on tonight. I'm not exactly sure who's going to come on, who's not going to come on. I'm pretty sure this guy's not coming on. Rick Recon, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond his control, was pretty much called into work tonight. And what's crazy is, I don't want to say what he does for work or whatever, but someone at his work actually suddenly passed away as well, from what he told me, and that they called him to cover the shift. And because he just started the job recently, he doesn't really have a choice. So unfortunately, we're going to have to reschedule, but I'm still going to go ahead and give Mr. Recon a nice shout out and a spotlight here. And we're going to be talking about his match coming up at Winter Warfare against the real one, Enzo Amore, who may or may not join this broadcast, because after the breaking news we just got, do you blame him if he doesn't want to talk about anything? So I don't blame anybody for, but thank you guys for being here. And we're going to get into NXT tonight. But the Cyborg Rick Recon, 6'1", 215 pounds, from Pescadero, California, is born July 2nd. His debut was in 2016. Finisher was the Kill Shot. He has a good relationship with Dave LaGreca. Dave LaGreca is his manager in his corner. Questions I was going to ask him is how did this come about? How did this start? And where is it going? Will LaGreca be following you into other promotions like AEW, the WWE? Is this going to be an ongoing relationship, or is this just a New Jersey thing? Rick Recon here was the IWF American Champion 2 times, and some people say that he's like the king of independent wrestling in New Jersey. I was going to also ask him who some of the toughest wrestlers you've been in the ring with. And of course, all the typical questions like your inspiration, where did your name come from, a bunch of things. You know what I mean? But we're going to have to wait to do that. But in the meantime, we're going to go through some screenshots that I set up for Mr. Rick Recon, and great athlete. Has all the potential in the world. I've watched a lot of his matches. I will be going to that Winter Warfare match, which I'll be covering here in a second. So you can see that Mr. Recon has the look. He's got the move set. If you watch the video that I made promoting him, you can see he can definitely take a bump. He can definitely wrestle his ass off. He's been doing it for 7 years now, which is just about how much time you need to really get it in this business. And from the last few matches I watched of his, he definitely gets it. He's really good in the ring, really crisp. He's had an AEW match. I'm sure that was a big-time feeling for him. Look at that elbow drop. Look at that form midair. That's nice form right there, man. That's you can't teach that, as Enzo would say. Great elbow drop, great selling, great facials. And he has a good look. Kind of has like a mix of AJ Styles with maybe Finn Balor /
Jay White.
Yeah, Jay White, definitely. Yeah, maybe a little Adam Cole in there. Got the look. Got the gold already. He's been getting gold everywhere he goes. So, who trained Recon? That was one of the questions I was going to ask him. I think it might have been Bull James, to be honest with you. That's going to be my guess if I have to guess. But as you can see here, he's had a match against Mr. Anderson, Mr. Kennedy over there. He's in the ring with Matt Hardy. So it's not like this guy's been in the ring with nobodies. He's been in the ring with, legends. And he had another match on AEW Dark. I believe it was an intergender match, a tag team match. So he's had some run-ins on Dark areas, taking up Dalton Castle and the boys another time. The guy's the real deal, man. He is on what you would call the watch list. Rick Recon is someone that you want to watch out for because he is on his way up. And he will be here on Wrestling with Savage, just not tonight. But look, go Google him. You Google Rick Recon, this is what you're going to see. You're not going to see anybody else. You're going to see Rick Recon. He has established himself. He has made a name for himself. He is somebody you should be looking out for. And you know where he's headed? He's headed straight to the top, my friends. And you should all follow him on Instagram at Rick Recon. He's on Twitter at Rick Recon1. He's on TikTok at Rick Recon. And if you go to rickrecon.com, you can buy that badass shirt you see right there. And I just want all the other wrestlers, if you're watching this show later on down the road, this is what Savage does for the wrestlers. This is what Savage does. He puts in the work to make sure that your time here is appreciated. No matter if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 60 minutes, or 70 minutes, like Vicious Vicky. We're going to get more wrestlers on this show, and I can't wait to do so. I have some great names lined up. Rick Recon's going to be coming back. We're going to have Mr. Kennedy on here at some point. We're going to have David LaGreca on here at some point. I'm working on Bull James. I'm working on Cardigan. I'm working on Brian Myers. I'm working on Matt Cardona. I'm working on a few names.
Should put Crowbar.
We can get Crowbar. Here we have St. Valentine's Vengeance. This would be Recon's first match coming up on the 17th. Here in the area, Tommy Dreamer's going to be there as well, so maybe pass by, show some support. I wish I lived in Jersey because it looks like Jersey gets a lot of good shows. But this is the match that I will be at. I'm moving mountains to make sure that January 20th, 2023, Winter Warfare is going down. There's going to be a LaGreca Lane contest. Rick Recon's taking on the real one. And there's going to be a lot of other matches. But Rick Recon's also working that May 6th show that we're sponsoring here at Wrestling with Savage. And that's going to be a good time as well. He's taking on Bull James for the ISPW heavyweight title match. And I'm pretty sure Rick Recon is walking out of there the new ISPW champion. But we're going to have to wait till then. But for now, Winter Warfare, you're also going to have Justin Carino versus Ray Calitri. You're going to have Jay's favorite Crowbar versus Encore Moore. You're going to have a little special guest general manager in Danny Morrison. You're going to have Craig Steele versus HC Locke. You're going to have
Michael Mars, totally great.
Bull James with Maven, Tina San Antonia versus Alpha Jr. And look who's going to be fighting, Jay. Vicious Vicky, who was right here on the show. So you know she's going to hear me cheering for her 100%. And then we also have Michael Mars versus Hale Collins. So it's a pretty good card. I think it looks good. I'm going to be there. And if you're in the area, you should come on down. You can hang out with Savage. You can hang out with David LaGreca. You can be in the lean contest. Thomas, maybe you come on down on Friday night. Join me in that lean contest, man. I'll be there by myself. Why don't you come hang out, man? He's like,
Possibility.
Me, Rick Recon. We can give him some shit for having to work tonight. Damn it. Unfortunately, we all have to work. Now, I don't know if Enzo's coming on, and at this point, I don't blame him if he doesn't, but we're going to get into...
I got questions for you. Come on by.
Jay, let me hear some of these questions that you would have had for Enzo.
I cannot reveal
these questions
right now at the moment.
You don't want to ask those questions right now? I appreciate you. If you're watching right now, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, go on over, join the Discord, join the community, join the Savage Kingdom, because that's what we're all about here, man. We're about the Savage Kingdom. You understand what I'm saying? Savage Kingdom, man. This is my show. I host it. Anthony's starting up his own show called Anthony Loves Wrestling. Tom has his channel, and this year it looks like he's being really productive with the clips, putting that gym to good use, and I hope that stays a trend. And, you know, I told you, there's about 10,000 different videos in there. I'm happy to see you do that. I did enjoy that prep meal. I prep like that too, so it's nice to see other people, being responsible with their food, making the most out of it. And Tom can teach you a lot about fitness, which will help you live a lot longer, I think, right, Thomas? That's the point of it.
That's usually what the doctor says.
That's usually what the doctor says.
I don't know about an apple a day, but definitely could help out. I look forward to adding some fun.
I want to see more content coming, and I'd like to help you produce that content by having you on our stream yards, being one of the producers, and then you'll be able to go live from that account and do your own thing and make your own schedule, and basically everything I do right now you'll be able to do for free. You won't have to pay the $480 a year that it costs. Luckily, the king has a good hand. Shout out to Gilch, the hand of the king of the Savage Kingdom. These guys are the Knights, and we're going to go on to create a lot of good content in the year of 2023, all under the Savage Kingdom Promotions label. And Tom, if he wants to help out with that, he's more than welcome, and we're going to try to get him blasted, get more people over to Barbells and Body Slams and the content he makes on TikTok, Instagram. And then same for Anthony. He starts popping out that content. Last night, Thomas, you missed it, but Anthony went off last night. He fired about 12 different people on Monday Night Raw's show. He cursed out everybody. I mean, he went on a viral rampage.
Really?
I have it. I should clip it.
Because usually you let him get a word in, so it's kind of interesting that.
Oh no, he was on another level last night. He was very upset.
Yeah, I don't know what I was on last night.
I think he's upset tonight too. So I think we're gonna get some good takes out of him. But speaking of NXT, should we do NXT or let's give a little shout out to Enzo Amore actually real quick? Why not? Because he's Enzo Amore. You know what I'm saying? He's Enzo Amore. He's got a match coming up against the Juice. Look at that, Juventud Guerrera. If you're nearby in the area. XPW Wrestling.
I will be watching that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch that too, man. But Enzo also has music. You can hit him up. World Star Hip Hop, all that good stuff. He's got good music. He's got his own website, which I'm going to show you in a second. Like I said, he's going to be at the Winter Warfare. And of course, former Cruiserweight champion. Had one of the best Cruiserweight ones we've ever seen in the company. Memorable stuff that he was doing all over the place. We appreciate that you're here, Mick. I appreciate you, Mick Thomason, man. We'll play your clip a little later. John Gilcher's here. The Hand of the King is here. We were just giving you a shout out, John. You're a little late to the party. Maybe you heard it, though. I don't know. But again, Enzo Amore, Real One, whatever you want to call him, whatever you want to remember him as, his tag team run in NXT was the stuff that legends are made out of. They were instantly over. They had the whole crowd, and they were on their way to the top. Enzo Amore, Real One. For me, he's sorely missed. I used to look forward to him coming out on Raw and cutting a promo and not knowing what he's going to say. All this good stuff. Here's his website, Enzo, right? Real1.tv/home. You can check out his bio. You can check out his Twitter. And then, of course, he's got merchandise as well. He's got some of his stuff. He has his link tree up there where you could actually DM him. You can hear a lot of his songs that he's released recently. You should do that. Check him out. And while you're doing that, also go check out my boy Rick Recon. He's on Instagram. You can follow Rick Recon on Instagram. Like I said, he's on Twitter. He's on TikTok. And also he has a website, rickrecon.com, where you can purchase not only the shirt I showed you earlier, but all these other ones. So there's all the stuff for the wrestlers. Now let's get into the wrestling that we saw tonight in NXT. And how did we start off the night? We started off the night with Axiom, Apollo Crews, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams. The match was actually good. I mean, I had a good time with this match. It opened up like this. Axiom, Trick Williams starting things off. Match starts off quickly. There was a quick double team by Carmelo and Trick Williams. Axiom fights his way out. He goes for the arm wrench on Trick Williams and then springboard off the top rope and then actually connects with like a double arm drag to Carmelo Hayes and Trick, taking both men down at the same time. Very impressive. Apollo Crews now with drop kicks. Double takes out Carmelo and Trick now. Hayes gets off some offense, but only to get caught by the nasty German suplex. Axiom sending Hayes to the outside, and then Apollo with a gorilla press slam on Axiom, using him as a weapon to just wipe Hayes and Williams out as we go to break. Trick and Carmelo double teaming Axiom well as Apollo is out for a while. He's out of it for a little bit. Then we get a big boot clothesline to Hayes. from Apollo. Another powerful clothesline, kick up, 2 stinger splashes. We get a drop kick to the chin, gorilla press slam, moonsault, cover, saved by Hayes. No Axiom takes out Trick. Hayes to the top rope. Apollo then catches him in some crazy kind of hold and literally just sits on him and gets the win. 1, 2, 3. Very innovative cover. Nice win. Nice job. And Jay, do we have a new tag team here in NXT?
No.
What did you think of the match?
Now, everybody must be living under a rock if they can't see what I saw tonight. It's basically to make Carmelo Hayes probably the biggest face, heel, whatever you want to call him in the whole NXT company. He is ready for main event roster right now. Put him in Raw, put him in SmackDown. This guy got it all. The pump kick to Cruz, the tilt around slam down to Cruz. He was all about shining. Even though Cruz got the win, this is going to just continue, unfortunately. But hey, I love what I see. With Cruz and Hayes, they could definitely put on a show once again. I can't wait to see it.
How about you, Thomas? Did you watch this match?
Yeah, I caught it. I think it was the honestly, I think probably the best match of the night. I actually liked the combination of whatchamacallit, Axiom and oh my gosh,
Cruz.
Paulo
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes, sorry, brain fart. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, the two of them together. Usually, I mean, it sounds a little petty or whatever, but I usually like people are wearing masks and stuff to kind of like be like a mask tag team together. But I get the idea. I like kind of what Axiom does when he does interviews, like, you know, hey, you can see it in my face, like it's kind of like running joke, whatever. So I think he's definitely getting over. Thought it was kind of quirky in the beginning when he first came out with like the superhero kind of like moving side to side with the camera, but you know, I think he's way better off than he was as the other British character that he was, a something, I forget. Somebody will correct me on here. And yeah, I thought it was a great match. Carmelo Hayes is the future NXT champion when
That's funny. I was going to ask you that because Steven Chambers thinks that Carmelo can be the one.
Steven
beat
Chambers
Braun.
must be one smart dude.
He
because
is
not
very
only is he
smart. He
watching
always
this
has
show,
a great take.
Not only is he watching this show, but he also is on par with my answer. I think Braun, after a strong match, is going to beat oh my god, I must be drinking tonight.
What's up, Jake, the Tribal Chief? What's going on, brother? We appreciate
What's
you
the plan
being
for
here,
next
man,
week?
as always.
So Waller and yeah, I think somehow they'll put Carmelo Hayes into the main event for WrestleMania kind of weekend, and I think he's winning the title. I think Braun actually is going to debut, well, not debut per se, but is going to be an entrant in the Royal Rumble, and he's going to get a strong several rounds there. Maybe lasting to like maybe the last 6, maybe 5, to get the crowd really knowing who he is for his eventual call-up. I take.
I'm going to leave that comment up there for a while because that's all I'm thinking about. Anthony, how about you? What you got on this match tonight with Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams? I thought Apollo and Axiom did look pretty good together, and I kind of like Steven Chambers' idea of like maybe that there could be a tag team there. Maybe. What do you think?
I'm kind of hoping not, but I could see it kind of heading that way. They do look good together. Same with Axiom and Apollo. I mean, what I saw out of those 4 guys tonight, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. I thought it was a good time. A good way to open up NXT with just straight up wrestling, which I'm always a fan of. You know, I don't got a problem with any of that. But yeah, good wrestling is what we saw. And then we're going to get a segment between Tony, D'Angelo, the Don, and Stacks. Stacks saying, you know, I'll do anything for you. I'll be loyal to them. He thought he was going to get whacked tonight from Tony D. Obviously, that's not the case. Stacks, you know, was told by the Don that, you know, he did a lot of growing up last year and this year, and the whole Dijak thing didn't end how he wanted to. But at the end of the day, you know, your days as a soldier are over. It's time that you're an underboss, man. Gives him the family crest, says he's proud of him, and of course, Stacks thanks him. We move on from that. I mean, unless anybody has a take on that.
I just love Tony D. That's all I'm going to say. Big Tony D guy over here.
Big Tony D guy, man. I agree, Jake the Tribal Chief. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. His legacy will live forever, especially now Usually when someone passes away, they are that's when they truly start to get remembered for like everything that they did. Jay, how about you? You always got something hot to say about Tony D. Did this promo vignette, whatever you want to call it, hit you just right?
I thought it was perfect until he revealed the jacket and that horrible draw out of the eagle. I don't know. I thought it could have been a lot better.
Oh, we got Jacoby Peter here saying that maybe Tony's repackaged, possibly. I could see that happening. Hunter Dillon, what's going on? We appreciate you being here. I still agree with Jake the Tribal Chief. Rest in peace. Let's keep it moving, though, because that's what we got to do. We're going to talk about Tiffany Stratton right now, who's my pick to be like the superstar. Oh, go ahead. What you got? You got something, Thomas? I'm sorry.
I was just agreeing with you. I think she's the second coming. I'm not saying wrestling-wise, but look-wise and everything of a superstar. I don't want to say Charlotte Flair, but
Please don't.
Well, let me get through the interview real quick.
I'm not
We
saying
see footage
wise, but
of inside of
athleticism
Tiffany's.
is there.
Hold on. We see footage of Indy Hartwell inside of Tiffany's locker room. Indy says, this isn't your locker room. You know, what are you doing in here? Indy's like, this isn't your locker room anymore. You want to call us pigs? You need to go somewhere else. Tiffany says that the footage, actually, that was footage that they showed of it happening, and Tiffany was actually being interviewed. Tiffany says that the footage is disturbing and alarming, and that she can fit, Indy Hartwell can fit her whole wardrobe in a garbage bag, and same goes for the entire women's locker room. And, toodles. She's great. Tiffany Stratton is great. She is your future NXT Women's Champion this year, without a doubt. Or she can go straight. I think she's ready for SmackDown either. I would let her stay on NXT because it will do her better in the long run as far as wrestling goes. But as far as promos and her gimmick, she's got it down already, Thomas. She knows exactly who she is.
My opinion is give her a shot at the NXT Women's title, have her hold it for a bit, and then bring her up there. Give her a little bit more of like TV time and more value. I guess I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying she's not valuable now, but kind of give her, that push.
I mean, look at her. Is she valuable? She's the most valuable commodity NXT has now.
Hold on. I'm not talking.
No, Anthony, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else, man.
Okay.
Stop.
Sorry.
You got something to say, Ant?
No.
Sure.
No. Yeah, you can say what you got to say. Sorry.
Tiffany fucking Stratton, man. I love it. I love her. I love the gimmick. I think she's killing it. I agree with Steven. Push Stratton to the moon. Stratton versus Roxanne. That probably will happen, but it's not going to be right away. Roxanne's going to probably retain for a while. But I agree also with Steven. There's nothing for Indy and NXT. We got to get Steven on this show, maybe. He got a lot of good takes. He agrees with a lot of the stuff we say. Jay, how about you? Tiffany to the moon?
Not right away. I think she needs a little work in the ring, but not right away. But I do see it.
I think her best match was against Wendy Chu in the dark match. And I think, side note, that's the type of match, as I mentioned the other day on Dynamite, that's going to be for LA Knight and the Fiend or whatever. Backwards, but I think her versus Wendy Chu is her best match. Her athleticism puts her up there, so I think she's going to catch on to the wrestling even better. She could lose the little whiny little brat kind of thing because it kind of gets annoying, but I get it's her character. She's got the look, she's got the athleticism that's definitely undeniable. And she definitely has improved in inside and out as of late. She's been off TV for a while.
Yeah, no. Jacoby thinks we need Mella in NXT. What's going on, Jake? What's going on, Rick Perry? Appreciate you being here. Looks like a first-time chat. Indy needs some work in the ring, just a little bit. No, I think Indy needs a lot of work in the ring. Indy Hartwell has had disastrous matches in the year of 2022. I could personally go back to multiple streams that I've had of where I'm calling out just bad matches, bad spots, bad communication. I don't want to use the word botch anymore. I'm going to try to use that word less in 2023, but I'm going to call them mistakes because that's what they are. Essentially, it's a mistake on someone's part, and she's been a part of a lot of them. So she needs more than just a little bit of work. Character-wise, I don't think she's there yet either. I really don't. What's going on, Randy? We appreciate you, man. Yeah, Rick Recon was supposed to be here tonight. Unfortunately, he had to cancel because he had to go to work. But yeah, Rick Recon is the man. We did a nice little intro of him earlier in the night. You can always go back and rewind and check it all out and see all that great content. But we got to get back to NXT. If nobody else has anything else to say about Tiffany Stratton, we got to keep the night moving, keep it rolling. We got to get into JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, who come out. They say that you're all chanting for us. And, you know, for a hot second out there, we tried to eliminate each other. But, you know, we're a team. There's no jealousy here. There's no elephant in the room here. Only a toxic attraction doing what we need to do. Roxanne, then they tell her, you will regret the day you became NXT's women champion. And then, of course, we get an interruption. I was kind of surprised to see this interruption. There's a shot of when Gigi and JC both got the win last week on NXT with the double elimination, which I thought was a creative way to actually, you know, I was happy with that result. But we see Valkyrie over here. She's coming out saying all she hears is toxic pros. Gigi, I heard her kind of say, who is this? I like the way she kind of said that, like kind of like a Rock kind of line, you know? I don't see a champion. Either of you, says Valkyrie. JC Jane says, you're new, I get it. You're trying to, you know, get that toxic attraction rub. And then, of course, Valkyrie says, I only see two women who can't beat Roxanne by themselves. They beat the hell out of her, and then Roxanne Perez comes out and makes the save. Jason, you're a Roxanne Perez fanatic. What did you think of what we saw tonight? What's going on, Jeff Samuel? We appreciate you being here, and I agree. Chelsea Green with Toxic Attraction would be huge, and that would be a great way to take the title off of Roxanne Perez. What's going on, Jeff? What you think about Roxanne and, of course, Toxic Attraction? I thought Gigi
I think
good
like
tonight.
last night is just like tonight. I'm confused. We're going into one of the biggest shows in NXT, Stand and Deliver, and I'm thinking Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. Now I see Cora Jade is having this feud with this Lara. She's not it for me, guys. I don't know. There's just something missing there. I can't really see her as NXT Women's Champ. I just don't see it, but I see they're just pushing the hell out of her because she just cut, I guess, a minute or so on her own until the whole interruption with Roxanne Perez, which looked great, fantastic, amazing. The facial expressions are there. She come as a champ. She is definitely showing us she is the prodigy. Look at that. She's not even talking yet. But I don't see it with this girl. I see they're pushing it and they're feeding it to us, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What do we think about this match right here, boys? Who's coming out on top in this match? Do we see, obviously, JC Jane and Gigi Dolan work together to just make sure they take the title off?
I think this was a match they didn't even know what to do.
What you got, Thomas?
I think this is going to be Roxanne obviously winning. I think it'll be good. I think eventually you'll see Toxic Attraction to get into it. I'm going to be honest with you. The two of them, when they first came out and they were greener than grass with Mandy, did nothing for me. They still kind of don't do anything. They're better on the mic right now. They're a little better in the ring. I know on the indie scene, where all the indie fans that are out there, they love Gigi Dolan, whatever her name is. They do nothing for me. I think they remind me of the evil stepsisters from like Cinderella. Yeah, like, I mean, they are a Toxic Attraction, and if they're ever replaced, it's like imitators after that. And I think anybody that comes in to try and take Mandy's spot is going to have one heck of a time to not be bashed for a while.
How about you, Anthony? What do you think tonight, and who do you think is going to win this match? At that Vengeance Day,
Roxanne's going to retain.
Roxanne's going to retain 100%.
I
I agree with that. I think they're doing this to just make her look stronger. This Toxic Attraction, obviously, they may have been the tag team champions, but they've never been the world champions. So I don't think this is on their level yet. Roxanne's already there. They want to get there, but they need leadership, possibly. So maybe that's where that Chelsea Green thing comes into play, or somebody else. I think if Tiffany would have did her hair, brunette, I think she would have been a great leader for Toxic Attraction.
I mean, honestly, like they should.
Why would they listen to her? She's never won gold.
Yeah, but I mean, if you put her with like in the Toxic Attraction, make her the leader, that could add a lot of star power to the group now. Because after what we saw in the main event tonight, at the end before it went off the air, it doesn't look like that they're gonna work together, Gigi Dolan and
Well, I think they're going to try to work together, and then it's going to end up causing them to get the L. Either one of two things are happening. Roxanne's just going to find a way to overcome the odds and get the win.
Right.
And Toxic messes up and has like a mistake that happens because they stopped working together and they start worrying more about the win than the actual overall goal, which should be to bring the gold home to Toxic Attraction stable. Or someone comes out and helps JC Jane and Gigi secure the victory. But I think that makes them if you do that. I wouldn't book it like that. Because Gigi and JC are on a good level right now.
I mean, if you were to have somebody help, I'm going to go with what Steven Chambers is saying, Chelsea Green. I think she would be a good addition for that because she has the look. Chelsea's got that look. You know, they could put Chelsea, bring Chelsea to the top, and then I honestly would like I could honestly see Chelsea taking the title off of Roxanne.
I think they still need to build a story with Chelsea coming out because there's going to be the regular wrestling fans out there. The internet ones are going to know who she is and be like, oh, they're either going to pop or they're going to hate it. But I think just like anything else, you need to build up, like, you know, maybe somebody comes, you know, in the NXT parking lot and, you know, the girls are all pissed off and someone says, you know, get in, and they're looking around and they're like, you know, and then they get in a limo and drive away or something.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of possibilities for Vengeance because, like Ben mentions, there's a lot of free agents. I mean, we still don't know exactly where Mercedes Moné is. I mean, imagine she just shows up to NXT. I mean, I know that's like impossible 1% chance, like Mega Millions kind of situation, but she's not signed yet, right? I don't think. Tokyo maybe, but that's about it.
Yeah, but there's also talks of her that she's signed with New Japan now, and then there's signs that she's gonna apparently sign with AEW.
Well, that's possible, but we got to move on, man. We'll get back into them a little later in the night because they're going to be in the main event of NXT. So we're definitely going to have more time to touch back on Toxic Attraction and what we think is going to happen at Vengeance Day. But right now, let's just get into the very quick promo of the Diamond Mine. And this promo was a lot of arguing about gender and, you know, I don't know what they're doing with the Creed brothers. You know, 1 year they're on a run, heavyweight champions of the world. Killing everybody. They looked focused. They're beating everybody up. Just like Ivy Nile says, we need the Creed brothers that were focused, not the ones that are arguing and being little bitches. She says you need to grow a set and go back to being the Creed brothers. What do we think about this little video package? Is there any redemption? I mean, I don't know why you're even attempting this. We know what's going to happen, right? Indus Shear is going to just destroy them, right? Am I wrong?
No. I think they probably would have destroyed them if, from my understanding, I could be wrong, that Veer father passed away. That's why he wasn't there. What I learned.
That's rest in peace to him too.
Yeah. So anyway, I think the three of them will do well. I like Ginger in NXT, and I think the two guys together would have destroyed him. I think they're trying to build up the Creed brothers again. And I'm not really sure what they're doing with what's his name, the former leader of the Diamond Mine. Like, is he injured? Is he not cleared? Is he like just not being used? What's the deal there?
We got greetings from Germany. Johannes Valentin's in the house to listen to some NXT talk tonight. Johannes, we're just talking about Diamond Mine. I think Creed brothers need to separate from NXT, get packaged again in WWE just the way their original run was. I think WWE needs a good influx of tag team talent, and the Creed brothers, when they're running on just that straight gimmick where we don't have to worry about the Roderick Strongs and Ivy Niles, it should be just Creed brothers on Raw or SmackDown. And just like the Profits came up and they had to work their way to getting those championship opportunities. The Profits didn't come on the scene and start fighting for the titles right away. Took like 2 years.
I bet you Alpha Academy, when those guys get called up, if they're around together, which they're a good duo.
Great stable.
I think Alpha Academy will put those guys over since they're all in the same background. But I think they're getting more of a babyface kind of push. With
what if they actually start a stable called the Wrestlers? Like it was just 4 wrestlers wrestling.
Or like the Wrestling Academy or something.
Yeah, I would just call them the Wrestlers. Troll hard, man. Sports entertainment. I mean, anybody says anything, just shush.
put the U.S. title on Gable, which will let the beef be Otis, and you have the tag team with the Creeds, and bring in the girl.
Is acknowledged. How about you, Jay? What do you have to say about the Diamond Mine?
Hey, we knew this was gonna happen. It's just a matter of time for them to come up. I think they did everything in NXT. I think they're a great tag team. I think Brutus, believe it or not, is the most popular out of the two. The most athletic is Julius, obviously. So I don't know how that play out on the main roster. I mean, we've seen Otis with a former tag team that I can't even recall his name now. So let's just hope great things happen in the main roster. But I think these guys are ready. I think we're just gonna have this Veer Sheer. Let's just call it. It's over and time to get called up.
All right, let's get into Stevie Turner. She showed up, said it was another time for another update with Stevie Turner. She's talking shit about Cora Jade, saying that she didn't have to wait a generation to get eliminated. And Cora Jade won't get over that for a while. She can't get over how Fallon was being saved by Kiana. And she loves the utter chaos in these battle royales. If I had been there, I would have won it because I'm 2 levels above and 2 steps ahead. Anthony, I'm going to go to you first. What's your take on the streamer over here, whatever her nickname is? She's the streamer. Stevie Turner from NXT UK.
Did we really need this shit? Did we really fucking need this shit?
I don't know. Tell us. Did we really need this shit?
We did not need this crap.
Tell me how you really feel.
That was pointless. The fuck did it do? For her, what did it do for the fucking show? Absolutely nothing.
Thomas, do you agree? Did it do nothing for the fucking show?
I heard about her. I didn't catch her take on this. I think it's just another way of introducing another character, and then eventually she'll make her debut. Whether she goes over or not, I'm not sure. But
any of her work in the NXT UK?
Nope. So if anybody in the stream here could tell me a little bit about it, it'd be great.
She needs more matches. I agree, Steven Chambers. And Jay, I know you're familiar with a little bit of her work. What do you have any inside scoop on her and what we might expect in 2023?
I know she's former champs in the Indies, but I don't know. I guess I'm the only one that actually likes this gimmick. I like it. I think she has the look. I think she has just something about her. When you look at someone and you just say, hey, they got the it, they got it. And it's just something about this woman. I can't put my fingers on it. You give me a few more weeks and let me see it in the ring, I'll let you know what it is. But I like this.
She can definitely talk her ass off.
I do like this.
You know who you do like, Jay? You want to know who I know you like? You like Cora Jade, and guess what? Generation of Jade shirts are available, and I'm actually happy when I see more NXT merchandise becoming available. So you might want to go over to www.shop.com and pick up this shirt, and while you're there, let them know Savage sent you. Savage sent you there.
Savage, I messed up. Now that you just brought this up, I should shout out to Carmelo Hayes for getting his first WWE.
He's got merch too, right?
T-shirt.
I got some more merch on here to show, man, because honestly,
out to Carmelo,
I don't sell Roxanne Perry shirts, okay, or Perez. I'm sorry, I don't sell Tiffany Stratton shirts. I don't sell WWE shirts, but you know who does? WWEshop.com. Make sure you go over there today and pick up some merchandise. They're constantly having sales, and if you pay attention, you can even find when they're giving away the titles for like 30% off. So I wouldn't buy right away. Sometimes it's good to wait till the end of the month, or when you watch Raw, they give you the promo codes, which when they start giving those codes, I'll start putting them on the website so you guys can start saving some money. They used to have a referral program. My goal is to bring back that referral program. So this way, if Savage is the one that sent you there, Savage can get a cut so we can put back into this stream, so we can get more out of this stream and get more from professional wrestlers, put up more tables, get more vendor opportunities, get more merchandise, get better equipment, maybe even one day get a studio so Savage can really get savage, because you think Savage is a savage, but no, Savage isn't as savage as he needs to be because I have people sleeping in the other room. But one day when I have my studio, Thomas, can you go yell at the top of your lungs right now? And I don't see you now in the gym tonight.
No, I'm in my office, and I definitely cannot yell at the top of my lungs.
Can you yell in the gym?
My kids will still hear me above. They're sleeping. So that's not going to happen right now.
That's not, well, you don't really yell. Yelling's not your thing. I'm more of the yelling guy.
If I yell, like I'm a teacher as well, so if I yell, it's not a good thing.
If I yell, there's a good chance you will see me get assaulted live on the stream.
There's a good chance I'm probably going to get into a fight.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to get beat up by a woman tonight, especially my wife. Jay might be in the same situation. I don't think he wants to get beat up. Anthony, I'm sure there's some ladies roaming around your house over there ready to come fucking hit you over the head with a bat. They're going to hear that language lately. What's this guy saying? Can't get Chase U shirts on WWE Shop? That is ridiculous. There should be Chase U merchandise considering how heavy they're promoting them on NXT, though.
Can I add one thing real quick? And I get nothing for this, but I discovered him on Twitter. His name's Victor Taylor Perry. He's a middle school charter school teacher. If I get that correct, if he does see this, he's doing it right. He's a huge fan. He believes Carmelo Hayes is the GOAT, which is probably not too far off. He created what is called, let me put this right, the Wrestling Club. And basically the kids in his class come after school and during lunch. Not the greatest picture in the world. But he created the shirts and sells that merch. Oh, bad picture, sorry. There we go. And nice. Carmelo Hayes was wearing it on NXT this evening.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Big shout out to
put his name in the chat.
It's at Wallflower Perry. His name's Victor Taylor Perry. Runs the
I'll definitely go follow him right now, man. Maybe we can get him on this show. Talk about that.
That would be awesome. I've spoken to him a few times. I could try and message him.
Yeah, hit him up. Let's get him on the show one time. I love talking to people that love wrestling and do all kinds of things to bring us the wrestling news. Speaking of wrestling news, now we got to talk about this match between Alba Fire versus Sol Ruca. There was a pretty athletic matchup. Alba was very aggressive and honestly looked a little stiff in some of the spots. But now we see Isla Dawn. She's watching from above. And then all of a sudden, Sol Ruca just hits the Soul Snatcher, which, by the way, you got to admit, that time, Mick Thomason, I see that you're here. I appreciate you being here. Jacoby Peter, thank you so much for being here. Ricky Williams, thank you for being here. Rick Perry, Steven Chambers, everybody that's here. We're doing some ridiculous numbers on an NXT on a Tuesday night, and I like it. Let's get it popping. Let's get the 500 subs. Share this, like it. We're almost at 500, guys. We're almost at 500, and soon we'll be at 1,000. And one day you'll be sitting here listening to Savage on the Tuesday, and the Savage Kingdom will be strong. I promise you this. But what did you think about the match, Jay? Isla Dawn to me is looking fantastic. I love the name of the finisher, Soul Snatcher. I want to get your hot take on this match right now.
Oh gosh, call me crazy, but this is probably Alba Fire's best match that she ever had arriving in NXT and being repackaged. Sol Ruca has been working on this finish since NXT Level Up. I've seen this finish on Twitter many, many, many times. I've seen it in a match she had Friday night. It's great. It's awesome. From one specialist cutter in the man of Rick Recon, we certainly appreciate this cutter by Sol Ruca. I love this match. I can't believe I'm saying this. Sol Ruca is growing on me, guys.
Anthony, what you got about Sol Ruca in this match? And by the way, Thomas Chambers, let me just say this. I don't like the finisher, but I like the name of the finisher. Finisher's not bad. Needs some work. What you got, Ant?
I was impressed with this match. Alba is really, really impressing me. That's really all I gotta say.
Yeah, Thomas, did you put that in the chat yet? This guy's asking.
Yeah, I think I don't. Comments? Maybe. Let me.
No idea.
I thought I put it in the private chat. Let me put it in the regular.
Yeah, don't put it in the private chat. Put it in the public chat. But what was your thought on Sol Ruca tonight? Were you impressed?
She caught my eye last week when she did the Kobe Kingston like gymnastics, like Royal Rumble-esque. I thought that was really actually impressive. I would definitely put her in the Rumble to get some notice on her this year. Her finisher is pretty cool. I'm not sure if she got all of it. I mean, shit, she's doing way more than I would in a wrestling ring. But I thought it was very cool, and that timing is impressive. Where I think, yeah, that's him right there. Where I think I'm going to message him right now. If you scroll through, you see a lot of good stuff. But anyway, where I think they're going, I think Alba Fire and Dawn are going to take the NXT Women's Tag Team titles because Dawn is going to come out and actually tag with Alba. Alba's going to be a little confused, somehow wind up winning, and they're going to be that disgruntled tag team, but eventually we'll be on the same page because they're both going to be evil. Hot take.
Okay. I think Soruka does have a bright future. She's very athletic. She has all the tools. She has the look. Just needs more work, more time in the ring, just like Jade Cargill. She looks like she's very promising, and I think we're going to see big things out of her down the road. Steven Chambers is definitely a big fan. Ricky Williams likes Solo. Steven Chambers likes Isla Dawn. I do like Isla Dawn, too. I've been impressed with her. I love that match she had with Alba Fire. Very aggressive. I like the uniqueness of taking it in the back, taking it outside, and then just her look, her presentation. She could be that one to fill that void for maybe even like an Undertaker. Like, and not in that, kind of way, obviously. Not in that big way, but like as far as like character. I can take her more serious than I can take an Alexa Bliss, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
Yes, because there's just so many levels of where they're going with Bray Wyatt, which is a whole other show. But the talent of Alexa Bliss, as far as in-ring work goes, I mean, she's good in what she does.
Well, Mongrovian Mike, man, I appreciate you finally being here in the chat. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send you a link. And if you want, Mr. Mike, to come on down over here, man, and join us, if I can even find you. But we got to get into the next match. And while I'm looking for him, we'll do that. And real quick, let's do this. This match is coming up at Vengeance Day, all right? We got Wesley versus Dijak, the new sheriff in town, the new big boss man, all this stuff. What do you guys think about this? Jay, who's winning this match and why?
Listen, I've been saying this from the beginning. I've been probably the only one on this show that's been supporting until, I guess, started little by little, you guys started to see the light. Dijak needs to win this, guy. I love the presentation. I love the black and white. I love the leather coat. I love the justice they make. They did something that I told you guys what needed to be done. You need to take the mic off him. Can't let him talk. Just let him talk one word or one sentence or 3 words. That's it. And that's exactly what he's been doing. He's been executing, I know, against jobbers, but this is the guy that really needs this title, and I think it needs to go to him.
Yeah, David's here. I can't believe Jay Briscoe passed away either. Mongrovian Mike and David, I sent you both the link to the stream on your Facebook Messenger if you want to come in here and join the rest of the show, or even if you want to just come in just to say your piece about Jay Briscoe, maybe a memory you had, a favorite match you had. For me, it was definitely their whole saga with FTR. Tag team match of the year last year. And what a way to, it sucks to go out, but what a way to go out. At least you're going out on top. You're going out a world champion. And nobody should have to die. Jay Briscoe's life is more important than anything we saw on NXT tonight and anything we're going to see on AEW tomorrow. I really hope AEW does him justice tomorrow with a nice video package, more than a minute or two, like a nice 10-minute video package, because these guys have had a long career. It's not like these guys just showed up. They've been doing this 20 years, to the point where even WWE showed them respect tonight. They don't always do stuff like that when it's from another promotion, but that was all laid to the side tonight, so big respect to WWE for doing that. Does anybody else have a take on this match at Vengeance Day? Jay, you already had one, but how about Ann or Tom?
No, I don't necessarily know if the belt's going off him. I think something's going to happen with Tony.
Okay. How about you, Anthony? Do you care about this? Who do you want to see end up with that North American Championship? Wesley, walk away with it?
I'm going to go with Jay on this one. Like, I would like to see Dijak get it, but I have a feeling that they're going to keep it on Wesley.
Okay, they're going to keep it on Wesley. I can agree with that. I think Wesley's going to be a strong champion for a while, mainly because he's Shawn Michaels' guy. Mick Thomas, I appreciate that. If he wants the invite, let him come in here and tell me he wants it, because as far as I know, I think he's still live doing his thing, so I don't want to bother him right here. And we're live here doing our thing, trying to provide the fans with somewhere to be, because right now there is sad news out there, and some of you guys have already heard about it. You're already upset about it. So, we're trying to make your night a little better. Maybe you missed NXT because you just were bummed out. Maybe you want to know what happened with NXT, and that's why you come and watch this show every week, so we can give you the exact breakdown of what happened on NXT, superstar for superstar. Because unlike other radio shows that don't mention the names of every single wrestler we saw the night prior, we don't do that here at Wrestling with Savage. Here, whether you shit the bed or not, we're bringing it up and we're talking about it, whether it's for 30 seconds or 3 minutes. And that's just the way I'm going to keep it. I like it like that. You know what else I like? I like the rematch we're going to get at Vengeance between Braun Breaker and Grayson Waller. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a little preview. They show like a little, video package of what happened between Grayson Waller and Braun Breaker. Shawn Michaels was, having to sit down with them. Grayson Waller is going to have an exclusive interview. And speaking of an exclusive interview, and speaking of merchandise, I'm buying that shirt. I got that dog in me. Grayson Waller. I'm buying. Jay, are you buying these shirts?
Like, here's my thing. Why are they so like blue and light blue? Like they don't come other colors and shit.
Well, for now, listen, it's better than nothing. I like the design of
fucking white.
Jay, that's a great point. You should actually send an email to the WWE if you guys want to consistently take my money. If you guys want to consistently take my money, have some kind of customization option on each T-shirt. Maybe you want a Stone Cold Steve Austin 316 shirt, but you don't want it black and white. Maybe you want it red and white, or blue and white, or yellow and white. I don't see the problem in that. They have the machines, and they are a machine. That's not a bad point. But let's get back onto the point. Interview with Grayson Waller says the world's been talking a lot about what happened to you last week. He said the only reason I lost was because the ring broke. Braun is as stupid as he is athletic. The only reason I even lost that match is because the ring people couldn't do their job. Look at that knee that the whole world saw right to his forehead. I'll give Braun credit, he kicked out, but I go for the backup plan and then the ropes break again and I lose by count out. Braun was laying there half dead. I even brought my own championship. He pulls out his own custom championship that he has and he's holding it. The interviewer, I believe Vic Joseph, is telling him that's not the real one. When you fight for the real one, he's like, what are you talking about? I am the champ. I'm the champion because he says I feel like a champion. Braun was laying there half dead. Most people wouldn't want to be stuck in a cage with that dog, but no problem there. Sean wants there to be a decisive winner. I don't care where I pin him. I don't care if the ring breaks, the rope breaks. In Charlotte, North Carolina, and who better than Grayson Waller? Think of all the greats that came from North Carolina, and then you hear a little whoo in the background. That was a nice touch. And he says they can't hold a candle to Grayson Waller. And we're getting a steel cage match. February 4th, Grayson Waller versus Braun Breaker. And this interview that he did was money. This was one of the best interviews I've ever seen from a WWE superstar. And think about what I'm saying there. I'm not saying NXT superstar. I'm saying WWE superstar. For this point in his career, you cannot go back in time and find a better interview for somebody that's been in NXT for like this amount of time.
How long has he been in NXT?
He killed his time. Thomas, I saw you shit nodding your head there, so I want to bring you on. What did you think of this interview, man? He had 2 minutes and he murdered it.
So I think Grayson Waller is one of the best guys on the mic in NXT. I saw him with the WWE recruits on their page on Instagram and stuff when he's hyping up the recruits and everything, and then he's pretty much balling them out for if they're slacking or doing shit. And they're treating him with mad respect up in NXT and the WWE. I think they're high hopes for him. I think everybody's picked up their game in the last year since they converted over and stuff. Year and a half. And I think Waller, if you give him something, he spitted it out real great on Busted Open with LaGreca, and I was a believer in him then. I don't think he's going to win the title this time, but I think his time will come eventually.
I think Grayson Waller's time needs to come right away. And David said he would be here, but he doesn't watch NXT, and the only reason he's here is because he's not feeling well. So we hope you feel better. Steven Chambers says he's keeping it warm for JD McDonough. I like that comment. We got another nice comment. I'm focused on my comment. We need heels and go away heels. Nick Thompson thinks we have a new champion. And then David here has a question, which we'll get into after Grayson Waller. Jay, what was your take on this whole 2 minutes interview time that we got from Mr. Waller?
There was always two superstars that was just ready for me to go. You just seen it, Cora Jade. I mean, this guy got it all. He doesn't need to win the belt, guys. We can say we move him up right now. Thomas said everything I needed to say. I leave it at that.
This guy's scared. Don't be scared. I shouldn't remind you of Bully Ray. Number one, I'm way better looking than Bully Ray. You can tell him I said that. Bully Ray's never been better looking than me, not a day in his life. He's never had these dimples. And if me and Bully Ray went chop for chop, Thomas, you would be severely disappointed in the results, Thomas.
No way.
I challenge Bully to a street fight. What do you think? You think Bully Ray can beat me up? He ain't Brock Lesnar.
He's gonna get you with the stop sign in the back.
No. Listen, man. I'm upset at Bully Ray. Number one, he let me down. He was supposed to beat Josh Alexander, and he didn't get the job done because he sat there and took it. He tried to have too much fun with it. His wife came out, Josh Alexander's wife came out, and instead of doing what needed to be done and power bomb that stupid fuck through the table, and he had the guy handcuffed to the ropes and couldn't even get the job done. I'm severely disappointed in Bully Ray for even attempting to call himself the best heel in the game when the best heel in the game wouldn't do what was needed when it was needed. And Thomas, you could sit here and cry about it, but that, my friend, isn't a spoiler. It's a fact.
It's so funny that Savage says all this stuff, yet ironically, Bully Ray's not scheduled to be on the show this week.
He's not, but I can call him up and tell him on the air if you want when he does come back hiding.
I would love to hear that phone call.
I want to hear that phone call. Because
No problem.
you know what? I don't know, man. That dude gave you some love with the baseball bat and the whole 9 yards. So.
But yes, he didn't get the job done. He's going around saying that he's the best heel in the world.
It's a setup. It's a show, Savage, just like we're talking about.
And this is a show too. I can't cut a promo and pretend that I want to fight Bully Ray. It'd be a good match. You think I wouldn't put Bully Ray over? First of all, Bully Ray and me ever had a match, I would let that guy beat the shit out of me on a level that's unparalleled.
Let.
Yeah, let. Don't let me get real. You know, I trained, right? I'm not a little like nobody.
I get it. I just don't know how stiff you would go with you. There's the thing.
How stiff would I would go?
All right.
Go ask Mr. Anderson how 30% of my power felt. Let alone 100.
Let's get him on the show and find out, brother.
Yeah, you really think, Thomas, my main point is this, and no offense to Bully Ray, he's an absolute legend. He's done more in 1 year of his life than I've done in 39 of mine. I'll give him all the credit in the world. But I know what I am, and I know what my chest is capable of. And that man can't go chop for chop with me. Not at 51, not at 41, not at 31, not 21.
Screenshot that, what you just said, and put that out into the world. Let's see where it goes.
Going nowhere. He's not going to want to go chop to chop with me. I promise you that he ain't.
I'm here for it.
I promise you that he ain't. You know, I'll take chop for chop contest. You want to know the truth? There's only two people in the world presently that I would not want to go chop to chop with. One of them being Big Show, and the other guy's on Busted Open, and his name's Mark Henry.
No, I would say
maybe Brock too. Maybe Brock. Gunther, I'll take a chop from Gunther.
Walter.
I'll take a chop from Gunther. I'll take a chop from him.
You'll die.
No, I won't. No, I won't. No,
dude, his chops are lethal.
He's not as strong as Mark Henry or the Big Show. Not even remotely close.
You die from all three of them.
Nah.
Yeah.
Big Show, maybe. Mark Henry, most definitely. He'd probably rip my arm off and beat me to death.
And Gunther.
Mark Henry's one dude I'm not fucking.
Even Gilch, the executive producer.
I don't care what Gilch says. Gilch doesn't know me. Jay does.
I'm going to say this.
Jay knows me for 20 fucking years. More
I survived.
Gunther,
by the way.
Gunther, at the live event that I was at, and Jay and Gilch was at, he did a chop that I was able to hear in the like 300s.
Good for you. So it's gonna hurt, but I'm not gonna. What do you think? I'm gonna fall down and cry?
No, but you're gonna have to sell that shit pretty nicely.
And then he's gonna have to take mine.
All right, so this is getting off on the rails here of best chops.
Yeah, we're going off the rails.
Keep on rolling.
All I'm saying is, Bully Ray, I want to go chop for chop, brother. If you have me, you can get the first 5. I just need 1.
All right, who's going to be the host that week after you can't talk?
What do you think? Well, he's going to hit me in the mouth? That's fucked up. I got a big chest. He can't miss. Don't hit me in the mouth.
I'd be able to breathe more to talk.
Listen, Bully Ray, I love you, man. I don't even want to go chop for chop with you because honestly, I wouldn't want to hurt you, man. You're getting in your golden years. I ain't trying to go there, man. I ain't trying to go there. Really,
I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
I want a bigger spot in the next match. That's what I want. All right,
Yeah,
where we
Terry's
at? Where
got
we
it
at?
right,
Where we
man.
at? Where we
He
at?
did
We're
that.
talking about Grayson Waller. We're talking about Braun Breaker. We went off the rails talking about Bully Ray. Bully Ray. I love Bully Ray. Hopefully he's resting up, though. I really wanted him to become the Impact champion. All this is just me being an angry little Mark Punk fan that's upset that his dude that he was going for didn't win. And that's the reality. I really wanted him to win that Impact World Championship. It would have made Impact better TV for me. I probably would have kept tuning in. Now, I don't know. Maybe pay-per-views. I don't know. We will see what happens. We get now Gallus. They're going to be fighting Briggs and Jensen. We get a video of when Gallus was suspended. The match kind of looked physical, but I think that's only because of Gallus and the hard-hitting UK style that they have. We go to picture-in-picture break because no one wants to miss this instant classic. Gallus just straight up whooping the shit out of Briggs and Jensen. They make a promise to dominate NXT on the way to the ring. Gallus then removed the padding from the outside. What else did they do? Henley was calling for help. Kiana James came out and seemed to be like a distraction. Afterward, Henley warned Jensen that he was making a mistake trusting Kiana James. Does anybody even care about this storyline in general?
Two things. One, is it just me, or does Henley look like a younger version, at least from presentation point of view, of Mickie James, currently in her hardcore country outfits, etc.? And I'm not talking sexual, I'm just talking about, in her outfits. Two, I think they build up better NXT tag teams than they do women's tag teams in all of WWE. Even AEW.
That's a very fair assessment. You're not wrong. They do a great job of developing tag teams over at NXT.
Because now you're having Fallon and the other accountant or whatever she is, that's the boyfriend of the other brother, tagging. You have the Diamond Mind, two women there. I mean, you practically, you definitely you can have a tournament for the tag team belts if you needed to.
All right, I got to respond to this right here. Let me explain something to you. I don't care whose name you put in there. If it's not Mark Henry and Big Show, we're going chop for chop. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Jay, you got anything on this whole whatever the fuck this was?
It's by far the most disappointing low match of Briggs and Jensen's career. That's how I see it. I don't think they delivered. I think Jensen's kick to Wolfgang when he was waiting for that, when he got the hot tag, looked like shit because his leg got caught on the ropes. How embarrassing is that on live TV? I thought every spot they hit. I hate Gallus because they just don't know how to play fair. They remind me of Anthony's favorite wrestler, John Moxley. Always likes to take shit on the outside. Always likes to rip fucking mats and just throw suplexes on boards. I don't know. I always thought Briggs and Jensen had a good combination. Briggs has his signature move that he throws people to the ropes and then he just shoulder tackles them, which is great. But I don't know what happened to him.
All right. Anthony, you got anything on this, or you want to move on to Chase U?
No, I'm actually in agreement with Jay on this one.
Okay, so he's keeping it simple. And we're going to find out exactly what happened with Chase U when we're back right here on Wrestling with Savage. In the meantime, why don't you do two things, okay? You're going to go do two things. One, you're going to go follow us on Twitch and Instagram and all that stuff. You're going to go follow Anthony Loves Wrestling. You're going to go follow Barbells and Body Slams or Strife. Say your Strife name. Go ahead. What's the gym name?
For there, it's Strive _ Fit Coaching. And
as David LaGreca would say, we fucking hate underscores.
Whatever
God
it is.
damn it.
Strive Fit Coaching.
Dave, you got anything we can follow when you want?
Barbells and Body Slams on YouTube.
I can't say we hate underscores, right? Do we?
All over Jay. Okay, I guess not. Dave does. I don't care personally.
Strive Fit _ Coaching.
You guys heard it. You can drop it there in the chat. But we'll be right back. Why don't you check out this show that Wrestling with Savage is going to sponsor coming up on February 26th. What's going on, everybody? Let's get right into it. I want to talk to you about all the upcoming events at the Wrestling Universe. They have a show coming up that we, Wrestling with Savage, are going to be sponsoring. We're going to have a vendor table there. Matt Cardona's going to be there headlining this event. Lightning in a Bottle presented to you live in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, Sunday, February 26, 2023 at 3 p.m. Tickets are available now on etus.eventbrite.com. There's going to be a lot of stars there. You're going to see Kevin Blackwood. You're going to see Billy Starks. You're going to see Matt Tremont, scheduled to defend the Independent Wrestling World title. The Kirks are going to be there. And guess what else the Wrestling Universe has in store for you? Brian Cage, February 4th. And Chris Masters. Make sure you head on down to the Wrestling Universe right here in Queens, New York. And thank you for watching Wrestling with Savage. Yeah, absolute shame that Rick Recon couldn't be on this show tonight. We really wanted him here, but we're here. We're going to be covering NXT. We're going to get right into Chase U. They had a segment where Thea and Duke had footage. There was a footage of an exchange between Duke and someone. I couldn't really tell. This was the time that I started getting the breaking news about the Briscoe situation, and honestly, my interest to NXT kind of diminished a little bit. So I have notes, but they're not going to be as good as they should be. It looked like Andre Chase was very upset, and Thea was saying, "Don't worry, we can handle. We can worry about this later." This leads into a match with Thea Hale with Chase U versus Valentina Feroz. Elektra Lopez passed brass knuckles to Valentina Feroz, who refused to use them. This allowed Thea Hale to pick up her first win with a facebuster. This was an all-right match that finally gave Hale her first victory while continuing the story of Lopez trying to mentor Feroz. NXT is doing a good job of engaging the whole women's roster while building what looks like new tag teams at the same time. We just spoke on that, so here's another example of it. And it was a short match, but exciting. But honestly, the booking, I don't think this was all needed to make Thea Hale look good. Jay, I'm going to go to you. What did you think of that segment? And can you tell me more about that footage we saw with Duke Hudson?
We're seeing the little tease that.
Hold on. We got Monrovian Mike over here from the Nation's Corner. Joining us here on Wrestling with Savage. I'm going to give you the spotlight, brother. Let me know how you're feeling tonight about everything. It's been a long day if you're a wrestling fan.
Well, it was it started out to be a great day because it's Mrs. Mongrovian's birthday, Jackie's birthday, and
happy birthday.
Yeah, we had a good time, and then towards the end of it, I just checked and I see on Twitter, I saw what Tony Khan posted. I was like, son of a bitch. To me, this was supposed to be their year, I just, as soon as I heard that news, my heart broke, especially for my brothers in my crew, John in South Jersey and my sister Trenda. And, she's a big... she was like hug the Briscoes when they were all bloody and everything after matches. She loved them boys. And Neil, too sweet Neil. Front Row has seen them, numerous times. He's been to so many Ring of Honor shows. We're just all in shock at the Nation's Corner, as I'm sure you guys are. I was like, I have to rewatch whatever I caught on NXT because it was just a blur. So,
yeah, when I got the news, it became an instant blur, and I was trying to keep up with what was happening because unfortunately, I had a show scheduled for tonight with some guests. After what happened, I didn't expect anybody to even want to talk wrestling at all. I don't even know how I'm trying to get through this right now because it hit me pretty hard too. I love the Briscoes. They had the tag team match of the year last year. And unfortunately, greatness isn't recognized until after it's gone most of the time.
Dude, when I was watching you on my phone, I was watching on my device. I'm watching, Ring of Honor, but it's paused right now, and I'm seeing it's the split screen, and Jay is just pounding on Dax right there in the corner. He's got the crimson mask, and man.
Crazy, man. It just
on the outside with
he's younger than me. He's younger than me, Mike.
38 years old, and you know what? It's too early for anything to say, but you know there were other people in that vehicle, and we're just hearing about the star. We don't know who else was in the vehicle, and you know, just God
From what I
bless
read,
him.
I was on my friend's Tantalizing Tony show for a moment, just to
And shout out to Tantalizing Tony too.
Yeah,
man. I'm sure
big
he's,
shout
I'm
out to
sure he's
Tantalizing
fucking
Tony.
heartbroken. I
Yeah,
know. I know he's
absolutely.
probably seen them probably a million times, and I'm sure he's not, you know.
He said that the daughter, one of the daughters, was in the car. She's in critical condition.
All right, well, you know, I wouldn't even go and, you know,
It's just
I
it's a
would just
mess,
hold
man.
back, and we just we just have to.
Yeah, I don't know the details, but I do know this: pro wrestling
know what,
tees
though?
and WWE, they need to go out of their way to make things right for that family and make
Yeah.
sure that they're taken care of, not just
They
for
did
this
that,
year,
yeah.
but for many years to come.
Hey, that was a class act. Triple H sent out a tweet.
Yeah.
You know, it's a class act all around. You know, this is shocking the whole world of wrestling, and it's times like this when you go, you know what? You know, fuck you know, there's the internet wrestling community, and I hate this promotion and that promotion. At the end of the day, everybody in the business, they're all brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? And the whole thing, you know, everybody feels it. The ring crews, the referees, everybody is feeling this. And
I think they're going to be feeling it for time to come. This is not something that's going to go away.
This isn't, you know, you know, an overdose or you know, this is a tragedy that obviously happened, and it's just gonna, you know what, too, you know, this is twice now. We were looking forward to the to the busties, and twice.
Yeah, that's not the busties is done now.
For shit, you know.
There's not going to be any busties now.
This
You know what?
It's going to be a hard from a fun show tomorrow, Savage. I know. Me and you, we were looking forward to a fun show, aren't we? And now,
Yeah, I'm always
now
looking
it's
forward to
gonna
a
be-
fun show
now
that
it's
we can
gonna
actually
be
talk
very
about the
strong.
wrestlers and wrestling. And
This
but
is
unfortunately, we're going to be talking about wrestling and wrestlers tomorrow, but it's probably going to be just a whole show of
no,
the
this
Briscoes,
is
as it should be.
yeah. Hey, listen, if they could talk about that Vince bullshit for 3 hours, you know what?
They can talk about this for 12
Jericho.
hours. There's enough matches
Yeah.
to go through.
I
the
know
whole thing.
they could talk about this for a week. You know, everyone on the show has had personal, you know, interaction with this tag team. You know, they're
Absolutely. Especially how they cover all the different wrestling promotions.
They're
one
an
of the
East
only
Coast,
radio
they're
shows
an
that
East
does
Coast
it.
staple. Yeah, I mean, but it's just a shame. I mean, this final battle, that getting the belts, and now, you know, I think they should retire the belts and make them the forever Ring of Honor champions. And
That's not a bad idea, man. That's actually not a bad idea.
I've got to give a hat tip to somebody else for that. But
Well, the number one, in my opinion, they need to put together a tribute show where all the proceeds immediately go to the family. It needs to be a pay-per-view event and a tribute show, whatever they're going to do.
That's a hat tip. That's a hat tip to Chad from Albany, who's personal friends with Carrie Silken. And Carrie, you know, of course, tweeted earlier he lost one of his children today. That's how he feels. And
it's going to be an interesting year, 2023, because we're already off to a rough start. So what's next? That's what I'm wondering.
You know what?
Did you actually watch the rest of NXT?
I know Roxy went over.
Yeah. She definitely did.
Did
you catch the New Day? Caught the New Day segment with Pretty Deadly and Gallus. New Day made fun of Pretty Deadly until Elton Prince and Kit Wilson walked out. They were angry about the injustice they had suffered. Gallus took offense. A brawl broke out. Officials struggled to contain. Yada, yada, yada. Pretty Deadly.
Yeah.
What do you got on this, man? We got a triple threat out of it.
First of all, these other teams got to know how to, you know, give the side plates, a little shine, you know.
How about you, Jay? What you got on this segment right here? And do you think a triple threat is necessary? And are the New Day in trouble? Do we see Gallus become the new champs?
I wasn't a fan of this segment. It really didn't do nothing for me, but I'd rather give it to Pretty Deadly. You know, I think New Day did what they did. You know, they won the belts. Congratulations. They did everything. And just come back, you know. That's what I think.
How about you, Thomas? You got anything for this?
I'm not a big fan of, unless you're like a bona fide superstar. I'm not a big fan of Gallus just coming in. I wasn't a big fan when they left to begin with. Just come in and all of a sudden they beat up some country boys and or however they beat them and all of a sudden they're in a title match. I mean, there's plenty of other tag teams that you can beat. If you want to run down the Creed brothers, to really have to build themselves back, have them beat them because they talk shit.
It's funny that they were double booked tonight. They had a match, and then they come on and just get a championship match, like you said. Anthony, how about you? Do you give a shit about this at all? Because I don't think you do. I can tell from his face that he doesn't give a fuck about this.
Well, the whole idea of New Day being down there, being taken to build up and I guess get these teams ready for going on up, or going over.
I think New Day has to get back to the main roster because they have a lack of tag teams over there, and they're gonna get ready for the Rumble.
Do they need it? Do they need it though? Come on, these teams been in NXT UK for the longest. They've been tag team champions both times. Pretty Deadly and Gallus. They don't need it.
No, I don't necessarily even mean these two tag teams. Who knows if New Day might go over with these. I think. I don't know. I'm not.
Gallus is ready for Monday Night Raw. Let's be honest. We should be having Gallus.
Nobody knows who they are.
Tag team. I think they should.
Other than Impact, NXT UK is the other wrestling that nobody watches. That's
well. Let's see if NXT Europe changes that, Mike.
We're getting all the UK people over here. So I know we saw Tyler Bate over tonight. So.
Listen, the talent in the UK is good, man. And if you don't believe me, just go look up Dragunov, all right? Future world champion.
Oh, man.
Future world champion of the WWE, not NXT. The WWE.
Yeah.
He's money.
Him around, man.
He's absolute money. I didn't care about the whole way they set it up, though, but I do respect Gallus. I think they could have skipped NXT and went straight to the main roster. More than seasoned wrestlers. These guys are not new to this rodeo at all. They've been doing this a long time. And it shows. That's why they're so physical and, actually intimidating, in my opinion. I like Gallus. I think I could see Gallus actually winning this. I don't know. Winning the whole thing. And New Day goes to SmackDown. And then maybe these guys, Pretty Deadly, they're ready for the call-up too. Maybe you come back to Raw, Pretty Deadly. Where do you put Pretty Deadly, Jay? Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Thomas?
I was initially thinking SmackDown, but you got the Hit Row up there as heels now. I'd probably say Raw.
You agree with that?
I bring them up, put them with Maximum Male Models.
That's not bad. Maxine
They are so irrelevant.
Monse is missing.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Anthony, did you just say Pretty Deadly's irrelevant?
No, not Pretty Deadly.
Oh, Maximum.
No. Yeah.
Well, Marseille, whatever, because they lost their stud, bro.
I mean,
LA Knight is gone.
For me, the
LA Knight got fed up.
That's right. It's time for it to be LA Knight. Yeah.
I love
that. Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah.
We got a promo with Tara Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez, and they were interrupted by Big Body Javi, which I don't understand this, but apparently I found out this. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. Do you know who trained Big Body Javi? Because I know who trained Big Body Javi. You guys want to know who trained Big Body Javi? Mr. Kennedy. He's from his wrestling school. When I talked to him on Saturday, he was actually telling me about Big Body Javi. He's like, watch out for Big Body Javi. Like, he might look a little.
He's going to be hitting the unemployment line.
But the guy said that he can go in the ring. That's coming from Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy said the guy can go in the ring, actually. So I'm interested in Big Body Javi and where his career is going to go. At this point of the show, this is when WWE should.
You got to get a different name for his Big Body Javi.
I agree. WWE now at this point basically showed some respect to the Briscoe family after the shocking news that the Ring of Honor wrestler had passed away this evening. And then there was an interview with Vic Joseph and Braun Breaker. Breaking news. It really is breaking. I don't really care about this interview because every Braun Breaker interview is literally the same thing. There's nothing original. There's nothing new. It's just him, calm, cool, collected.
He sucks at talking.
He doesn't get intense. He doesn't care. I don't know. Braun should do less talking and more fighting. His strong suit is in the ring, looking like a powerhouse machine that he is. Mike, I see you nodded, so you probably agree with that. What did you think
no,
of his
I
promo
didn't,
tonight?
I didn't, like I said, I didn't watch the show tonight, but I mean, Bron Breakker, he's just a star. You know, I guess he got to get a little bit better on the stick, maybe, but, you know, other than that, but I mean, has his dad ever been great on the stick? I don't think
Yes.
so.
Yeah, well, his uncle.
You know.
His uncle was
he just has to be intimidating, and you know.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to wrestle. Bron Breakker needs to be a badass wrestler that wrestles.
He doesn't have to do the wrestler, you know, the big bad wrestler promo 101. He's there. They just got to bring him up through. Well, it's just a matter of time. It's when is the right time. Who knows? Maybe Rumble is the time.
Guys, I don't interrupt. But I got
the Rumble at least. You know?
No problem, Thomas.
Appreciate it. You guys later. Nice meeting you, Mike.
Take care, guys. Nice meeting you again.
Yeah, he's a big busted open guy. He listens every day too. That's how I met him.
I remember him from the barbells and body suit.
Yeah, he's very cool. But we got a concert from Javier Bernal. And then this led to a match between Tyler Bate versus Javier Bernal. The match was actually not terrible.
Do you realize? Wait. Do you guys realize that they just did an old school? What the fuck? Elias shtick.
What, with the concert? Yeah, well, that's not an Elias shtick. I would call that a honky tonk man shtick. They've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
it's
but I'm talking modern day.
Yeah.
It's like.
Listen, Anthony, nothing in wrestling is original. Know that. At some point in time, they have done I know Mike can attest to this. Nothing in wrestling is original.
Savage, locally, doesn't VBU do that?
Guaranteed, like every promotion in the United States does something like that. They all
they all do.
There's nothing original anymore. The only original thing I saw is the guy sweeping the ring. That's original, and his name is the Sweeper. That's more original than anything else I've seen in a long time.
Is that guy over as fuck?
Yes,
or what,
yes,
man?
he is over. I can't wait to see him on February 19th at the Creative Pro show. Heath Slater's going to be there. Max Caster's going to be doing commentary.
Is that the one in Lynbrook?
Yeah, in Lynbrook. I'll be there.
I can't wait when they come back to Melville, man. We'll hook up, man.
Nice. Absolutely, definitely. We're going to have a couple of beers for the Briscoes over here, man.
Oh, man.
What a fucking crazy night, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, I want to try to get through NXT, and then we can talk about whatever the hell you want. I think we got like only one thing to talk about, which is the Tyler Bate match, and then the main event. I like Tyler Bate. I think he's one of the best performers in the ring. I put him right next to a JD McDonough. I think JD McDonough is just a little bit better than him with overall presentation and character. Ring work, probably equal, but like character presentation, JD McDonough has a little bit of an edge on Tyler Bate, in my opinion, more of an edge, and just has a more marketable gimmick, I think, than Tyler Bate, who's just like a pure babyface, right? Jay, what do you think about Tyler Bate and the match tonight we saw with Big Body Javi?
Yeah, I think Tyler Bate is great. He's always been great since he came on the scene. So I just felt like this was just too rough, and I felt it was just unnecessary. To give a guy Tyler Bate, you got to give him more time. I don't think he had it tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Ant? You got anything? What you got, Mike?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, when you have the inaugural NXT champ, you know.
I just feel like we should have seen a lot more.
UK NXT champ.
We should have seen a lot more tonight, especially when they were just hyping up with videos of him like past weeks. Should have seen a lot more.
Well, I'm glad he's here to stay now, and I think in the next couple of months, as they shift people in and out of NXT, they're going to be bringing people up. I think I have more of a mainstay place there, and then hopefully get his call up to the way up, because he deserves it too. He's really good. Like you said, inaugural UK NXT champion. And didn't he win? Who did he win against? Mustache Mountain? Who was the main event?
No, Pete Dunne.
That's right, Pete Dunne. Oh God!
And then Pete Dunne defeated him, and that was.
And then look what happened to Pete Dunne, slingshot to the top, man. Because that guy's character and body of work was undeniable.
Yes, I had the name change rage for a while there, but now I don't care because they let him put his hand. They literally let him let his hand down.
Pete Dunne and Gunther have to be the two best, and then Dragunov. Those three have to be the best.
I call him Galter.
Gunther, Walter, whatever, man. Those three are the best to come out of that whole UK.
He's awesome. You know what? It feels a little weird that he's so slim. It's not. You know,
Well, that was crazy
I'm not
transformation.
body-shaming him, but there was just something about when he had a little bit more of that.
Yeah,
I
agree.
That girth on him, and he chopped the shit out of people, and it was. I mean, when he was that
it
big,
added a layer. It added a
was
layer of
round
real
enough,
mystery.
I mean, that's just like that was amazing. But
Well, listen, if you miss his big body, they still have the figure that's sculpted off his original body. You should buy it.
hey,
So this
listen,
way,
he's putting a shine on the Intercontinental Belt, which has been irrelevant for at least a decade.
they need a new title for that, though. You got to admit that thing is hideous.
They got to go back to the white.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That thing is hideous.
The classic freaking white belt, and when you had that belt, it means that you were on the way
Trajectory. You were going to be in the world title picture within a year or two, or something like that. You know, you were that next guy. That's what
Not
it meant.
even a year. Yeah, you won that, and as soon as you dropped that belt, you were.
You go straight to that. Yeah.
Exactly.
I agree, Steven. The IC title, like you said, it is getting a shine, but it's not a title that I want to see shined. I want to see it get thrown in the trash and bring back number one this year. Bring back the goddamn Winged Eagle when Cody wins. Bring back the beautiful IC title.
They won't, because that WWE logo on there, it's. I mean, come on! They give it to all the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl champions are going to
And
get.
they don't even, I bet half those players throw that shit in the trash, man.
It's a promotional tool for them. Forget about it. It's so you know that. I wish we would go back to that damn. At least go back to the Attitude Era belt.
Well, at least that was a variation of the Winged Eagle.
Give us that Winged Eagle.
The original Winged Eagle from 1992, the same one that Hogan, Brett, Shawn, all those guys held up. You know, the one that Stone Cold. That was the last time we saw it on TV, when Stone Cold took it off of Shawn Michaels' body.
I honestly think that this is going to be the year that we see the older titles come back.
I hope so.
In like a modern day kind of aspect.
And Mike, you're talking about marketing purposes. What makes more money than new merchandise to a new generation of fans that have been buying that title? Right here, this ugly one that I don't even know why I bought. Okay, here it is. This
filthy, if you're a collector of titles, if you're a collector,
like the what'd you say, Iron Cheek? Pooh, that's a spit on you, jabroni build.
It's a title, damn it.
It's a jabroni build for
Belt
fucking jabroni champions, and I'm fucking sick of it. God damn it. All right, does anybody give a shit about this? I don't even know what happened because I was too busy reading all the news and breaking news. I did a spot on Tony's show to basically share some memories of what the Briscoes.
I saw it. They're gonna tag team
Who
together.
cares?
Yeah, who cares? Who
Yes,
cares?
exactly.
Now, in the main event, I don't have a picture of Valkyrie, unfortunately, but the main event was Toxic Attraction versus Roxanne Perez and Valkyrie, and this is the picture we're going to use to talk about it.
Valkyria or what?
Valkyrie, I don't know, man. I don't care. I know she's good. I know she can wrestle. But I haven't seen a singles match yet that like blew me away on NXT.
That's what just has me excited, is just all the NXT UK talent coming over.
There's a lot coming over, man. What do you think about that internet girl? What's her, Stevie James? What's her name? Steven Tyler. I got her name up there later. It's going to take me another week or two before I really remember her. I never saw her on UK, but I've heard she's good. Jay, I'll go to you because you probably watched this match. And, of course, your favorite wrestler, someone that you constantly call the pillar of NXT. And Jay, Mongrovian Mike, Jay did say that Roxanne Perez was going to be the world champion like a year ago. So he was right.
Well,
and I also say he was going to be the top babyface in NXT.
That's too sweet.
I also say that Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade in the future will headline WrestleMania. This was just a great match just to showcase Roxanne Perez. I didn't really care about Valkyrie. I don't really think she did much besides kicks. I need to see more of her, guys, because I'm not used to the NXT UK. But Perez killed it. I mean, that roll up into the shotgun to drop kick to the face was perfect on Gigi. But let's give credit to where credit's due. Let's give it to JC Jane. She's one hell of a fucking star, man. I mean, give it her mic skills and what she did in the ring tonight. The senton and everything, her moveset. She's ready. I would actually give her the single run. Forget about those pipe dreams with Chelsea Green replacing. Give her the title. That's just me. But I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? How about you, Ant? Did you enjoy this match?
Yeah, I saw the kick coming though.
And Mike, you caught the last match, right?
Yeah, I saw the Pop Rocks, of course, and the 1, 2, 3, yes. And the little bit of a beef going on between Gigi and JC at the end there.
As good setup for the match coming up at Vengeance.
So that's gonna, because it's gonna be a triple threat match, and there you go.
I still see Roxanne Perez coming out on top on this. I think they're gonna have her and Wesley hold on to those titles for a while, and I can also see Grayson Waller losing. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I want Grayson Waller.
I don't hate the Wesley. I just hate that finisher. I just hate that finisher.
The flip.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm mistaken. I don't want Grayson Waller to lose. I want Braun Breaker to lose so he can come to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I want Grayson.
Mania.
I would love Grayson Waller to win because that's a great shit talker. I mean,
his interview tonight
last week, right? Was that the shit?
Killed it. He killed it.
He popped Tommy, which is like you got to get the crash cart sometimes with Tommy in the morning. You know that, but I just want to run by some names with you guys, and you tell me what they all have in common. Roxy, Lacey Evans, not Lacey Evans. I'm sorry. Okay, so you had Roxanne Perez, who was Roxy, Cora Jade, who used to be Elena Black. You have why am I having a brain fog? Who was tag teaming with Nikita Lyons?
Zoe Starks.
Zoe Starks, formerly Lacey something or other, but it doesn't matter.
Lacey, whatever the fuck. Okay.
Yes. Zoe Starks. You have JC. You have Gigi Dolan. What do they all have in common? They've all wrestled on Mission Pro Wrestling cards on Title Match Network. That's what happened. That's the deal right there. Mission Pro Wrestling is the deal. It's an all-women's promotion, run by Brian Cervantes and Thunder Rosa.
Are you going to this, Mike?
Oh, listen. There's going to be some of the crew is going to be there. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there.
I heard a couple of people are going. I'm definitely going to be going there. I'm just putting it up to give another shout out to Rick Recon. He was supposed to be on the show tonight, but unfortunately we had to reschedule.
That's too bad. Hey, Savage, you know what? You know what that's like, man. Dude, I'm all the way out on the east end of the island, man. That's going on a Friday to Jersey.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's fakakta.
How out east are you?
Huh?
How out east are you? By
I'm out by like William Floyd, man.
Okay, that's definitely a drive. That's definitely a drive, but there's going to be a lot of action at Winter Warfare Friday night. There's going to be a lot of matches going down. Rick Recon's also going to be fighting at the 80s Wrestling Con, fighting actually for the ISPW heavyweight title match against Bull James. Wrestling the Savage. We're going to be at that event too, Mike. We sponsored that event. We have a vendor table set up.
I think we're all going to hook up around there, man.
Yeah, we're looking to get a legend right now to do signings with us. We failed with Jerry the King Lawler because apparently $10,000 isn't enough money for him to come to New Jersey.
Aubrey there to yell at all of us, man.
God damn it. Jake the Snake Roberts is busy that day. Honky Tonk Man wouldn't take $7,500 because he's too fucking busy for $7,500. But there's going to be a bunch of matches, good matches on the card. It's going to be a fun time. But the main thing I want to talk about real quick is just Mr. Recon himself. And make sure you go follow him because he is going to come on this show. We're going to reschedule. There's all his socials right there. You can check out his website, rickrecon.com. He's got great T-shirts. And he's on his way to the top. This guy is certified in the ring. Like I said, if you go to Google and search it.
The king, right?
What's up?
He was the king, right?
Yeah, man. He's the king.
He's the one that made LaGreca the prince, right?
Yeah. He's the king of New Jersey independent wrestling. But if you go to Google, this is what you will see. Rick Recon has established himself, man. And he is what I call on the watch list. Watch out for Rick Recon. He's been on AEW multiple times. He's been in the ring with stars. You see Mr. Kennedy, Matt Hardy over there. I mean, this guy's done the thing. He's got good form, good ring work, good presence, hell of a fucking presentation, hell of a move set, kill shot, finishing move. Jersey man, born and bred. Actually, no, he's from California, but he made his way out to Jersey to pursue his dream, which was to become a professional wrestler, which he has done. He also has a very cool name. You got to admit, Rick Recon sounds cool. All right. Look at that form too on the elbow drop, guys. I mean, look at that, how beautiful it looks. This guy is a hell of an athlete. Like I said, AEW, he fought Dalton Castle. That's the picture of the kill shot there. I mean, this guy can go, man. Great form. Look at the form on that suplex. Perfect fucking bridge on the legs. He knows what he's doing in the ring, and he makes it look good. You can see Dave LaGreca is with him, managing him. If he would have come on here, I was going to ask him, how did that relationship come about? I want to know how that relationship started, and is it going to continue? For example, Mike, if Recon goes to WWE or AEW, will Dave LaGreca continue to manage him? Is that going to be something that we're going to see grow into a beautiful management position on national television?
And the day Rick Recon signs a WWE contract is the day that he loses LaGreca's number.
That is probably true, but
no, you know what though? I wanted to say that what we do is that we all support these fucking independent shows, dude. Man, how many people were we seeing 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago in VFW fucking halls and little places and shit, bars and everything? And now they're on AEW, they're on WWE, they're on, you know what I mean? There's
so many numbers of talent. It's like 500, maybe 500 independent wrestlers were used in the last year alone between.
Dude,
AEW
I saw John Silver and Chris Statlander in a freaking little VFW place with maybe not even 100 people there.
But let's not forget the day MJF was getting shoved by Samoa Joe coming down the WWE locker room. You know.
Oh, I remember that.
You know,
I remember
how about Ricky Starks getting annihilated by Ryback?
Yo, how hard do you pop when you see like the best in the world there? They're like, oh, hey, they're security guards for their tribal chief.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Rick Recon. I definitely I'm gonna make sure we get him on this show. I think he's awesome. David LaGreca is awesome. He's a great manager, a great talker, and I can just see it working. So I will be there Friday, January 20th. Make sure you come on down. You can hang out with Savage and many members from the Nation's Corner. You can join the LaGreca Lean contest. Winter Warfare going down January 20th this Friday. And do know, Mike, I am moving mountains to be able to make it to this show.
They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. Deadhousen's gonna be there with Seth. I mean, my boy John in South Jersey. He's on the IL right now, but he would have been there. But Chad from Albany's gonna be there. Too Sweet Neil's gonna be there because Enzo is gonna.
Yeah, speaking of Enzo, he's gonna be in the main event there.
Yeah.
Did you see my video of me giving him the cake, Mike?
Huh?
Did you see the video of me giving Enzo the cake?
What we got over here?
Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
Maybe I bring. Oh.
That was Enzo. I was giving him the cake. You saw it's the Winter Warfare.
I thought you said you gave him a kick.
No, not a kick. I gave him a cake.
I'm just fucking around.
Gave him a cake. Not a kick. If he wants, I give him a kick. Though I think I can kick his ass tiny. But he can throw hands.
Yeah,
I would be afraid to get into a little fist fight with Enzo.
He's got his hands full with micro.
You know he has a boxing school in his recording studio in the same building in Jersey.
Yeah, dude, can this guy? Why doesn't one of these two main promotions just have him?
He pissed off. Listen, he pissed off everybody.
Who cares? Just give him a microphone in his hand.
Listen, I'm telling you, he pissed off.
Trent's sitting home on his couch.
He pissed off the whole locker room. And here's something that's funny, Mike, that people aren't talking about. I'm willing to make a statement right now that Enzo Amore did more damage in the WWE locker room than CM Punk did in the AEW locker room.
Well, at least he got 205 live ratings.
That's true. And he did have a memorable moment that people will remember him forever. But yeah, he will be at Winter Warfare. So make sure you come on down. He also has music. You can check out all his music. Look at this. He's fighting the Juice coming up. He's fighting the Juice.
I'm going with the Juice. You're going with the Juice?
I'm going with the Juice. Okay. I want to add, guys, everybody go follow Rick Recon on Instagram, go follow him on Twitter, go follow him on TikTok, and then go to rickrecon.com. You can see all his merchandise. Same thing for Enzo Amore. Go to real1.tv and you can see his merch, you can see his music, you can see his link tree that has a bunch of different links here for all kinds of stuff. But yeah, just do it now. Do it. Follow these guys. I love them. I see the chats popping again. We got 8 people in here. What's going on, ABJ? We appreciate you. We just wrapped up the NXT presentation, so now I guess we'll just be doing some freelance discussion.
Freelance, reminiscing about Jay.
We can talk about this guy. Just think about this guy, and everybody loves ABJ. Make sure you go follow him. Mick Thomason, I will play your audio. Calm your ass down, and if you come over here, what are you going to do? You're going to beat me up? I'll let you beat me up. You can beat me up. I'll sell it for you. I love you, Mick Thomason. We'll play your audio. Mike, why don't you tell me about Theory, man? Do you think he has a chance to maybe win the Rumble? Because he made a bold claim on Raw. He said he said he's going to defend his title, then he's going to win the Royal Rumble, and then he's going to go to WrestleMania, and he's walking.
You ain't going to win shit.
Well, there's how many people in the Royal Rumble? 30?
30.
Well, there's 30 fucking guys that's saying the same fucking thing. So
thank you.
Hold on, real quick. Let me play this audio for Mick Thomason, okay? Oh, I got it. It might help if I turn up the volume. I don't know. This guy is nuts. Let's see what he does now. Hold on.
You better play my audio. If you don't, I'm coming over there with wrestling. Play my audio now, boy.
All right, we played the audio, Mick. You happy? All right, we played the audio. Now we're talking about Theory. Jay, you got anything to say about Theory? Or Anthony? Yeah, I see you getting too comfortable over there.
I'm glad you played the audio of him saying play the audio.
Yeah, I know, right? That's good stuff. As Dave LaGreca would say, next caller. Anybody? Jay, nothing? No, nothing on Theory, goddammit? Well, there's Braun Breaker. He's gonna have a big year this year. I think this year is the year he makes his debut. He's already made his debut, right? He's been on Raw before, I think. Is that a match?
Yeah. No, that was Waller.
You sure?
Waller was on Raw. I didn't see Breaker yet.
Yeah, he had a match.
He had a match
when he lost the belt. He was feuding with Ziggler.
He lost to Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, he was feuding
on Raw.
He was on Raw.
But we're going to see him back. And I think Braun's
Okay.
going to have a great career in WWE. I think they're handling him correctly.
I'm going to call this right now. 2024, Breaker beats Cody, face of the company.
Now, this guy pissed me off because this guy should have lost to Bully Ray. I'm very upset with Bully Ray. Because Bully Ray was the ultimate heel, right? He didn't do what the ultimate heel would do, which is take his wife and throw her out of the ring and continue to beat on her husband.
That's all like backstage though.
No, it was in the middle of the fucking ring.
Why does nobody like Josh Alexander?
I love Josh Alexander as a wrestler. He's just as good as like a younger Kurt Angle. He can go.
I think he's fucking awesome. I told you, he doesn't need any legend to build his, charisma. Made you say he lost. I think he's fucking great.
I don't think it hurts him to lose to Bully Ray in that kind of fashion, though, and then just win it right back.
Let's face it. Legends already gave him a boost. Let's not forget the match he had with Christian. That was fucking great. That was a great fucking match, and Christian did exactly what he needed to do. Put him over.
Okay.
Yeah. No. This is definitely Bully did what Bully preaches all the time on the show.
For 51 years old, man, hell of a performance.
You know what?
I'll say that.
What a fucking performance, and bravo to Miss Mickey James as well.
Play the applause.
But this guy, Josh Alexander, is a beast.
Yes, I agree. He's a wrestling. He's what you would call.
Jason Alexander is a marshmallow. Josh Alexander is a beast.
He's the modern day wrestling machine. That's what I would call.
Yes. It went the right way too. The match did go the right way. Bully didn't get pinned. He tapped. So now there's going to be the U-tap.
And honestly, like Mark Henry said, that might be the first time we've ever seen Bully Ray tap out.
Well, Bully Ray, I've noticed the matches that he has. He's always vulnerable in the as Santino Marella would say, the scrotumus region.
Yeah.
He's always getting kicked in the balls by the next time he's gonna pull some wife over the guardrail to get a title match. He better wear a jock strap. Put
Mike. We should put together a video montage of all the times Bully Ray has been kicked in the balls.
It's not fun. It'd be too painful for him. I wouldn't want to do it. I do love the guy. So
I love him too, but I still want to take a chop.
But you know what?
I want to take a chop.
He's someone that is heel 101. You know what I say? Because everybody says MJF is a heel, but too many people love him. And he is a heel. He's a piece of shit. He's a worthless, useless.
But you know, he goes a little over the top when he says he's the best heel in the game, man. He's not better than MJF right now, is he?
You know what?
In the world,
Bully Ray, and Tommy Dreamer showed these young wrestlers
I'll give
what
you that.
to do.
To tell a
They
story.
gave them a 101 in that whole storyline, and those the matches leading up, and that subsequent ending match with Josh Alexander. Tommy went through that fucking table. Bully speared him through that freaking table, and that son of a bitch didn't budge. And that's what you do. Yep. You don't get up. You don't get up after 10 Frankenstein is like one of the Bucky boys do, and all of a sudden you're 100%.
No, I wanted to touch on Jericho for a minute because when I think back of the year of 2022, when you break it down year for year, I mean, the only person who probably had a bigger year than Jericho might be Roman Reigns. Other than that, who had a bigger year than Jericho overall, bro? He was everywhere. He was doing all kinds of shit.
Is Roman on tour?
No.
As well?
No.
So Jericho's putting wrestlers over, even though people think he's burying them.
Put him over, yeah.
He's in the best shape of his life, even though I saw. I don't know what the hell he does. Jay, what does he do, dude? And one day I see him, he looks like me. Like when I wait and I look, and it's like, oh, what is going on there? And then all of a sudden, he's like got the body of freaking a Greek god.
No, the transformation from him this year is in shape. I think he saw the memes online and the haters, and he put in the work in the gym. He's got a podcast. He's got a wrestling cruise. He's got a rock band. He's got, TV spots, commercials, movies, probably thousands of people calling him, emailing him every week to book him, hire him, and he still has the time to make it on TNT Dynamite and be the Ocho.
That
TBS,
that was the right man to make the first AEW heavyweight champ, and he was the right man to make the Ocho.
AEW is not what it is today.
ROH. He made Moxley was a shell shock. AEW was made and put on the map by Jericho.
AEW is not where it is today without the help of Chris Jericho. That's all I'm going to say. Jay or Anthony, you guys have anything to add on Jericho before we move on to the next wrestler? We're coming to an end soon.
I just think the biggest year gotta go. The one who had the biggest year had to go to Theory, man. Let's not forget United States.
I think he had the biggest end of the year. Yeah.
Another United States champ. I mean, 2 times. I mean,
two time.
Push with McMahon. All the segments, all the videos.
Let's talk about these two guys. I can't wait to see what we're going to see from Kenny Omega this year. I think he needs to get back in the world title picture. And I don't know how, but if Will Ospreay can get his ass to America for even a month or two, give me a couple of matches on Dynamite.
Oh, yeah, just for a second, though, Wrestle Kingdom. Oh, my God. It was nuts. I'm so glad my buddies got me. You know what it is? It's I got to get up at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, or whatever. You got to stay up late. If you live on the West Coast, you get a little bit of a break. But
listen, sometimes what you do, bro, is you shut off. You put your phone on Do Not Disturb. You DVR it. Go to sleep. You wake up, and it's just you and Wrestle Kingdom, and you don't need to know about anything. Watch it live.
Yeah, don't look at.
No, you got to have the phone. Spoilers. Do Not Disturb. Facebook, Instagram, all that crap off. Nothing.
But between Omegas, the 2 matches Omega had at Wrestle Kingdom, the Saturday and the Sunday match, and then coming back and having these 7 trios matches. Yeah. Which was just amazing. That and I'm not into all of that. You know me. I'm into the big guy coming. And beating the shit out of a little,
They made it fun though. They found a way to make it fun.
It's more of a lot. It's more the live thing, but like everyone, like it says, you hear the audience. It's so like, oh my god. Like I said, I have no problem with these type of car crash matches, I just want more registering selling. Go back and look at some of the original TLC matches that started it all, and get some registering and selling. You know.
Yeah. Jay, I want to put you on the hot seat.
I have.
I'm going to put Jay on the hot seat right now. Tell me, who is better, Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay? Who's the better wrestler? Jay's muted. I can't hear Jay. Muted Jay? Or he doesn't know what to say? Nah, Jay, we can't hear you at all, Jay. We don't hear you. How about you, Mike? Who do you think's better? Jay, you got an answer now?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Let Jay answer, man. He had it.
Needs a little minor tweak, just a little bit. Not really. But I'm going to go Will Ospreay, even though he needs that little minor tweak.
How about you, Mike? Who are you going?
Yeah, Will Ospreay has come so far and really is.
Yes.
I'll just say one thing before you finish, Mike. Seth Rollins even thinks Will Ospreay is better than him.
Yeah. Even a couple of years ago when there was that little Twitter war between the both of them, the little back and forth between Seth and Will. But Kenny Omega is just. I mean, he just came back from that injury, and goddamn, the motherfucker's been just having banger after banger after banger.
No pun intended on Sheamus.
No, which is catching on. I mean,
I should have put Sheamus in this slideshow because he's another one who's had a marvelous.
Sheamus, I can watch Sheamus and Drew go back and forth, arguing, chopping each other.
I would have named them the Scottish Warriors and then just let them loose. Let them loose.
Anyway, back.
All right, we got to do this now. We got to do this. Unfortunately, let's spend a couple of maybe 1 minute on Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. I just want to know this. This is all we're going to talk about. I'll go to Anthony first. Anthony, what do we see at the Royal Rumble? Do you think we see, or actually, no, forget Royal Rumble. What do we see at WrestleMania? I think we're going to see Uncle Howdy versus the Fiend at WrestleMania. I think that's the story they're building. No, Dallas versus Bray Wyatt, and it's going to be some kind of craziness.
No. Because they're trying to get it to be the Wyatt 6. That whole thing was to fuck with LA Knight.
That's why I'm skipping the Rumble. I don't give a fuck about this Mountain Dew
hold on.
gimmick match.
They did that whole segment where Uncle Howdy gave Bray Wyatt the Sister Abigail to fuck with LA Knight. Cause notice his reaction when that happened. He was like, oh shit. So he's thinking like LA Knight right now is thinking like, oh, Uncle Howdy's on my side. It's not gonna be that. Uncle Howdy's gonna be on the side of Bryce.
Okay.
What I see coming is I think I'm gonna say it. I think we're gonna see another match with LA Knight and Bray.
All right, Jay, you got anything on Bray? Uncle Howdy?
Yeah, he sucks. I've been saying this for a long time. I hate when all the fans, oh my God, Bray, come back, you're so great. What makes him so great? Tell me 5 great matches that this guy has had. And I don't care if it's Bray Wyatt, Fiend, Uncle Howdy, Uncle Shitty, whatever you want to name it.
Hold on.
He has not been a great in-ring worker. He's not a great in-ring worker. I'm sorry. I never saw.
What about the matches with the Shield? That he had with the Shield.
All right, no, we're not getting into all that. We're staying on fire. No. You guys are going off the rails. We got 2 minutes left, and I want to finish this goddamn slideshow. Seth Rollins is the best fucking wrestler the WWE has, bar down. I don't care what anybody says. MJF is going to go on to hold that title for a long fucking time. Maybe a year, maybe a year and a half. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my big Greek ass.
Great year.
Cody Rhodes is coming back. He's going to win the Royal Rumble, and he's kicking somebody's ass at WrestleMania. And I don't care if he's electrifying or if he's the tribal chief. Someone's getting their ass whooped at WrestleMania. I don't care. And Charlotte Flair is by far, hands down, the greatest female wrestler in the history of the business. Today, tomorrow, next week, next year. It doesn't matter. Have some respect for Charlotte Flair and killing the business.
Please.
All right? Kiss my ass, Anthony and Jay. You fucking haters. Kiss my ass. And you know what? The tribal chief, he's a fraud.
Acknowledge him.
No, I can't acknowledge him, Mike Grover, Mike, and I'll tell you why. Because he calls himself the tribal chief. Meanwhile, the high chief is out there making movies, making more money, doing bigger things. The high chief.
It's a
come
gimmick.
Back. Shut up.
Everybody needs to.
It's still real to me.
It's a fucking gimmick. That's all this is. Do you think he's calling himself the tribal chief in fucking interviews? No, because it's a gimmick on TV.
And it's a gimmick that how about this? I'm the only one that has the balls to say it. Because everybody, all you other Mark fucking fans are, the ones, Sammy can cut a promo. Sammy doesn't need the bloodline. The bloodline needs Sammy. Sammy doesn't need the bloodline. The bloodline needs Sammy because they're stealing shit and it's the same shit every week. We the ones, you the twos, suck my dick. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the bloodline and fuck Roman Reigns and his shitty fucking run. I'm over it, man. I'm fucking over it. Give me Cody Rhodes, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. We still have a lot to look forward to this week. Find out our weekly winner right here on Wrestling with Savage next Monday night. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Monrovia, Mike, special shout out to you for coming through and just to chat with us for a little bit. We haven't seen you in a while. You know, we'll get you on here more often if you want, man.
Yeah, I'll pop in every now and then, man.
Do you like the new the way we're doing things around here now? Much easier.
Beautiful. You got StreamYard now. I like it.
Yeah, that's it. Nice
and
simple.
Right off the bat when you send me the link. It's beautiful, right? It's
so easy to use. So easy to use. So we're gonna try to get Anthony Loves Wrestling. He's starting his YouTube channel. Maybe one day I can get a boot in Jay's ass and he'll start his YouTube channel.
Well, let's do that, man. Let's promote everyone's YouTube channels then, man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nation's Corner for me.
Nation's Corner for you. They do a show every single Saturday night. Make sure you guys, actually, I'm going to pop you guys up right now. Make sure we give you guys a shout out right now, Nation's Corner. I follow them. I try to watch it. The problem is Saturday nights is like my family night. So I usually end up catching a couple of minutes live.
If you had said JPW, we just recently had Kara Peterson on, and she's really big time in there in the Japan wrestling. Yeah, there you go. Kara Peterson is there. We were just talking about,
what is that?
There we go. We got Megan Mason.
Nickelback. The thing with Nickelback.
Where's Nickelback?
That's the great guy that RA, our buddy RA, part of our crew, RA Davis on Twitter. He is dead ahead. RA, he's the one. He friggin' does all the graphics for us. So he puts that on there. He puts my head because I'm elder. They call me old as fuck. So he puts my head on like Abe, there with Abe Lincoln. Shit like that. I'm throughout history.
You can follow them on YouTube. You can follow them on Facebook. You can follow them on Twitter. You can follow the Ars Nation Sports Show on Facebook. They have Discord, of course. Get that link on their YouTube page and follow them on Instagram. And do it now. If you love Wrestling with Savage, you'll love the Nation's Corner. They have great takes. They do a show every single Saturday. They get together, and the best part is it's organic conversation because they've known each other for so long. It's like a family.
All the shows, we all talk about wrestling, but we're not the same thing, right? So it's fun to just watch all the shows and support all the shows and support indie wrestling. Mission Pro Wrestling on Title Match Network. That's the one we pick. Savage, I know you've been out this way. Okay, Creative Pro. Victory Pro Wrestling, another great indie organization out here, which happens to use a lot of Creative Pro guys, and just a shout out to all those great indie wrestlers that I know, the best in the world and all of them.
Absolutely. Tons of great wrestlers. I've had a few of them on the show, and I can't wait to have more of them. That's why I love doing this. I love talking to wrestlers. Yeah, we had
Dr. Cool J. Klein.
We had Dr. Cool on here. We had Vicious Vicky on here. We had Miss Lovely Larkin on here. Who else? We just had Aaron Rourke on here on Sunday. That was a great interview, and I think he has a bright future, Mr. Aaron Rourke. But here, this is the Wrestling with Savage page. You go all the way to the bottom of my page, and you see some. Actually, I'm going to add the Nation's Corner there tonight. I'm going to make sure we put you guys.
Thank you.
You got Tantalizing Tony. Here's all their channels. You got Anthony Loves Wrestling. You got Barbells and Body Slams. You got Tantalizing Tony, who does great content. Look, he's still live right now. He's still in there talking about. He's going in right now. He's going. He's got 93 people watching him talk about Ring of Honor wrestler Jay Briscoe, who was killed in a car accident. He is grinding. So make sure you go follow him. I'm going to be offline any minute now. So when you're done with me, go over to Tantalizing Tony. Tell him Savage sent you. And of course, check out my boy ABJ. Everybody loves ABJ. He also does fantastic content and tons of interviews with independent wrestlers all over his area. He's from Philadelphia, so he interviews all those Philly guys. And go check out Anthony Grimes. He's live with Tony as well. They're streaming at the same time. And go give my boy Cold TV some love. You see, he already put the content out there. Rest in peace to Jay Briscoe. 1984 to 2023, gone way too soon. It's a shame. Such a sad way to end the day. But it's over, guys. That's been the show. Anthony, you're fired. Actually, stick around if you guys want. We'll talk after I end the stream. But for now, you're fucking fired. You're fired. Jay, you're fired. Thank you for being here, Mike. You stick around. We'll talk. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll fire myself too, man. This has been Wrestling with Savage. We'll see you guys here tomorrow for AEW.
With Mr. Kennedy, and he has a lot to say to everyone out there watching. He's going to be on Wrestling with Savage. Stop yelling so much. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm excited. You're watching this. This is Mr. Kennedy taking a chop from Savage. He just gave me a nice stiff one. Nice stiff one. Oh, solid. So I appreciate you, brother.
You're watching Wrestling with Savage, the best late night wrestling show in the world.
I say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. Raw.
Because they are the best tag team in the world.
It'd be my honor to be a guest on your show.
Christmas Bully Ray, good job, Savage. It's the best hat in pro wrestling. Can't get a fucking Raw man yet. Raw fuck.
It's MDK and Wrestle with Savage all fucking day.
Okay, we got over here.
Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
Look at